You know what that sound means, everybody. You have made it to Dynamite DnD, the hottest stream this side of California's 15 freeway. My name is Steve Negrete. I am the Dungeon Master, and I'm running this game. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and all the hosts and follows that you're all throwing in. Let's get started. We're going to start out by introducing our party. It is a different party lineup than last season, so we'll get started. I'm just going to go down the order that I see in my Discord channel, starting with Carissa. Say hi, Carissa.
Hello.
Anything you want to say about yourself, or you just want to say hello, feel free.
Hello. I've never dreamed anything ever before, so look out for that, y'all.
Carissa. Next up in the lineup is Curley. Say hi, Curley.
I want to come in with some real hot local San Diego freeway humor, like Steve. I'm on this side of the 8, near the 15 and the 5. No, I'm not. I don't know where I am. I'm Curley. I do streams and stuff. Carissa should pop out the chat. You know to have the chat open so you can see all the lovely comments from people. It's one of the things. I don't even. I'll send you a link.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't even. Is the only thing I can say about that.
I'll send you a link.
Next up on the lineup is the man, the myth, the legend himself, King Kaz. Say hi, Kaz.
Hi, Kaz. I'm gonna just keep making this a bit.
That's Kaz, valued member of DKG and King Kaz community. Catch him on DKG Whelp as one of the 2 co-hosts.
I'm my own community.
Don't you? You do your stuff. You stream. You're making a name for yourself.
Okay, never mind. This is getting complicated. The joke's gone too far. Move on.
Moving on to, last but not least, Sam. Sam, say hi.
Hello. You can call me Sam, or you can call me Steve, and you can call Steve Sam too. It's fine. We've gotten used to it at this point.
Pretty much the same.
I am Sam. I do streaming too, and music and other stuff. So excited to be here.
So this is the very, very first session that we are doing. We are going to mainly focus on character creation and backstory and familiarizing ourselves with the Roll20 interface, because normally we play in person at my house around my big table. Obviously, during the COVID times, we can't do that, so here we are, playing remotely because we like hanging out with friends and we like playing D&D. So we got to do what we can. We're playing with Roll20, and we're going to get started. First of all, I see Curly, Kaz, and Sam in the Roll20 game. Carissa, did you manage to get the invite to the game?
Yeah, dude. Launch game. Launching.
Step 1.
Step 1, launch game.
Get everybody in the game. Step 2. There's Carissa.
Heyo.
Step 2 is everybody familiar with, well, I'm just going to say it. Step 2, if you have big photos of everybody in the bottom right with our names and like a photo, there's a way to make that smaller because we're not going to use any of the Roll20 communication stuff. So does everybody have big icons, or have you shrunk it down already?
I have not shrunk it down, and I need someone to remind me how to do that.
Yeah, so to shrink it down, you go to the top right of the chat window, and you click the little gear that says My Settings. And then in My Settings, you scroll down, 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 down until you see the Chat Avatars area. Under the Chat Avatars area, you'll see drop-down menus that say Player Video/Avatar Size. In that drop-down menu, you want to put names only, because we don't want unnecessary real estate being taken up on screen. You got that?
Got it.
Cool.
Unless you have a huge screen.
You're broadcasting the mic, I think, inside of the Roll20.
Hey,
where's the
second of all, that's the next one. Keep scrolling down. At the very bottom, you'll see video and chat options. You see down at the very bottom, it says, I want to broadcast to others and I want to receive from others. You should put on both of those, nothing. So yeah, I see Kaz currently is transmitting something. So Kaz specifically should broadcast nothing, receive nothing.
I thought I turned it off. What the heck in hay?
At least I think that's what the little icon next to your name means.
No, it is. I thought I turned it off already, though.
Yeah, it says you have to reconnect to chat to update the settings, and then it goes away.
Ah. But otherwise, that should be all you need in terms of quality of life for the Roll20 interface. Next up, we're going to build some characters. So Sam already built his character on stream, so Sam is ahead of the game. But for the rest of you, in the chat window, so at the top of the right-hand column, you see the icons at the top. The left one with the bubbles is chat. After that is your journal. Then you have some info, and you have your settings, blah, 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 blah. What you're going to click on is your journal, and then I have some character sheets set up. If you click on your character sheet, it should bring it up. And if you click on... if it shows you your actual character sheet, it'll say, do you want to use the Character Mancer? And yes, you do want to use the Character Mancer. Carissa, I'm going to save the changes. So now Carissa should have control.
Oh, sweet.
You should, yes. So you click on your character, and then you click on Character Sheet, and then how do you want to create this character? Use the Character Mancer. Yes, use the Character Mancer. And that should take you step by step on how to create your character. I'm going to make one of my own just so I can follow along with you guys.
Custom.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
So yes, you click on the Character Sheet tab, use the Character Mancer. The first thing that you're going to see is Character Mancer, Dungeons & Dragons, welcome to the Character Mancer, blah, 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 blah. Click Next to get started.
Oh, okay.
After you click Next, it should take you to the race settings. So in the drop-down menu, you should choose your race. If we're sticking with the ones that you guys sent before, Carissa is going to be a dwarf, and Kaz is going to be a half-elf.
I am a dwarf.
All right. Let's say Curley wasn't paying attention. You said go where and go to journals?
This kind of hurt on me.
I'm just trying to help him out, you know? It's
So
crazy.
in the top right of the right-hand column, you'll see the icons at the top. One of them is the chat bubble, and the other one is a couple of pages that says journal. Click on journal.
Yeah.
And then you should see a list of characters, and one of those characters should say Kaz. Just click on Kaz, and that should bring up the character sheet. And it should ask you, do you want to make a new character with the Character Mancer, or do you want to do an NPC or blah, blah, blah? You click yes, I want to use the Character Mancer. So click the Character Mancer, and then it'll say, welcome to the Character Mancer. Click Next to continue. And then you click Next, and you will be at the race option. Curley.
What's up, babe?
Your race is a Firbolg, so we're going to have to make a custom one for you.
Yeah, I'm in it. Rocking through it.
You got that handled?
Yep,
So
all
you
good.
do your ability score increases, and then you copy-paste the abilities from your race. I'll trust that you can do that. And I can always edit your stuff later on, so there's that.
Sure.
But for Carissa and Kaz, Carissa's going to choose a dwarf from the drop-down menu.
Yeah.
Kaz is going to choose half-elf. It'll show you your traits on the right. It'll give you your ability scores automatically.
I have the journal, but I don't have the little Character Mancer.
Let me make sure I gave you control.
Romancing the character.
Character Mancer.
Oh, there we go.
Changing
Sorry.
my name to Character Mancer.
Kaz, now you should have control, Kaz. You might have to refresh, close out of that, and then refresh it.
Oh, I gotta add every one of these proficiencies.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Steve, what is the name
Things
of
are going
the
good.
what is the name of the continent?
Triton.
The name of the continent is the land.
Oh, okay.
The land.
I am Firbolg of the land.
Was it founded by Vikings?
Well, where'd you come from? The land. Where's
Oh,
this
you
now?
forgot to spell it in.
So yeah,
That's the Viking naming scheme. Is what color is it? Green. We'll call it green then.
so Kaz, you got your race chosen?
Yeah, dog.
Cool. So after you choose your race, you keep going down. You'll choose your alignment. So
Oh, you want to do it?
does everybody understand what alignments basically mean?
Yar.
So you can choose.
Yes.
You can choose any alignment that is not evil. So I'll leave that. I'll just do a quick rundown.
Or just don't tell Steve that you're evil.
I'll do a quick rundown of alignments once I find it.
So we can use the neutrals, just not the evils.
Yes.
Cool.
I don't,
Bam.
I don't
Done.
I don't do evil campaigns.
Kaz is always neutral. He's like, yeah, I don't want to go do that quest. I don't want to do anything. I'm fine here. This is where I stay.
Nah, I'm usually pretty gung ho when I play D&D. I go as different from my own brain as I can.
Oh, I'm
It's
so
called role
proficient.
playing.
Who would have known?
Quite the character mancer.
Yeah.
To be good or to
I
be
am an-
neutral?
I am an actor.
I like to act. Acting.
What is my?
Alignment 122. There we go.
Tools. I'm so proficient in flutes, guys.
Jesus.
Flutes and
Alignment.
lutes, boys.
So here we go. Alignment. Lawful good creatures can be counted on to do the right thing as expected by society. Neutral good folks do the best they can to help others according to their needs. Chaotic good creatures act as their conscience directs with little regard for what others expect. Lawful neutral individuals act in accordance with law, tradition, or personal codes. Neutral alignment who prefer to steer clear of moral questions and don't take sides, doing what seems best at the time. Chaotic neutral creatures follow their whims, holding their personal freedom above all else. So if any of those speak to you, choose one of those alignments.
I think what I have in my brain so far for this character, I'm pretty good at all this shit. I just gotta lock some other things in.
Cool. So after alignment, you can scroll down and see some more details. It tells you what your size is, what your speed is. It gives you what your weapon proficiencies are right off the bat, if you have any. It also gives you the option, if you have it, to choose other proficiencies according to your race. For example, Carissa as a dwarf, you get a tool proficiency. So you can use that drop-down menu to select one of the 3 tools.
Yeah, I mean, brewer's supplies feels pretty important.
If you ain't brewing, you stewing.
It also gives you the languages that you speak, and it gives you any racial abilities.
I think I get another language, but I haven't figured that out yet.
Whatever the drop-down menus give you, select.
Well, yeah, no. I just meant like I haven't figured out which one I want.
And then also, Carissa, you have the option. Actually, I think, just Carissa. Carissa has the option of a sub-race.
I see that.
The dwarves, the 2 sub-races are, let me look it up.
Hill and mountain. I think that's right.
No plateau dwarfs?
No
Yeah,
mesa.
they don't. Surface dwarf. I really don't like digging. We're gonna just stay on the surface. We're just...
So, the 2 in the player's handbook are hill dwarfs and mountain dwarfs. This program only has the hill dwarf, but we can input the custom mountain dwarf if you want. The hill dwarf gets
Keen senses, deep intuition, and remarkable resilience.
Yeah, so that's the hill dwarf. Hill dwarfs has keen senses, deep intuition, remarkable resilience. Mountain dwarves, you're strong and hardy, accustomed to difficult life and rugged terrain. You're probably on the tall side and tend towards a lighter coloration. So the main thing is that as a hill dwarf, you get a wisdom score bonus, and as a mountain dwarf, you get a strength score bonus. So which one of those is more important to you?
Wisdom.
All right, then you're good to go with hill dwarf.
Done.
Kaz, you got all your options locked in there?
I gotta figure out what language I'm gonna take as my
Oh yeah.
Let's min-max and not double up on languages. No.
So just on the note of languages, so not all races exist in this world. If you read the background that I sent out, you'll see the 7 major
it's mostly
races.
dwarfs. Where is that?
There are
I had it up.
There are definitely orcs and
Orcs, gnomes,
other
halflings.
There are definitely
I was thinking between halfling, I think.
Yeah, there's definitely halflings, dragonborn, dwarves, elves. There's definitely orcs. There's definitely more common monster races like goblins.
Oh, thank God.
Plasma.
Hi.
Actually, you know what?
Dang, we're
I'm
getting
gonna do
subscriptions.
Dwarven.
Whoa, I forgot what subscriptions are like. Thanks, Red Rabbit.
It's got to pay them bills.
Yeah, I don't come cheap.
Yeah, buying talent.
I've always
Yeah, I'm gonna do Dwarfish because I think that'll factor into some of the backstory I have in my head.
Yeah, that works out.
Plus, we can talk crap about people.
Oh hell yeah!
They won't know.
Fucking tallbacks.
So after you do all that, you can click next, and then you'll choose your class. So Carissa, I believe, said you were going to be a monk, and
I did say that. Is that a terrible decision?
oh, you play what you want.
I've never played monk before.
Right.
Monks are always end up being the real motherfucking badasses of the group.
It's a lot of pressure, but I might be ready
Good.
for it.
You got your brewing kit to relieve some of that pressure.
And Kaz said he was thinking about a fighter. I like a good
Oh
fighter.
yeah, no, I'm locked in.
Awesome. So Carissa, go ahead and choose monk as your class.
Done.
By default, you get those proficiencies, simple weapons and short swords. Then you get to choose 2 skill proficiencies, which you're no stranger to skills. So whichever skill proficiency
No.
you think would fit in
Okay,
with your character, choose those 2.
great. On it. Let's do...
And Curley, I'm under the assumption that you're going through all this too.
I am doing it. Yeah. It's a lot. A lot.
After you get your custom race locked in, it gets easier.
Can I buy a surfboard?
In life, yes.
In I think Ulna is going to be a surfer.
Ooh.
Wait.
Johnny Tsunami over here.
Yeah, because she's wearing a lot of armor, so she probably doesn't swim as nimble as she used to when she's on land or whatever. But I think maybe she likes to connect to the ocean by surfing. That'll be my quest, to find a surfboard, or perhaps create one, the first of its kind.
So yeah,
I'll
you
figure
got
out how to
those,
pronounce this later.
you got those locked in, Carissa and Kaz.
Well,
Yar.
all right, I'm sorry. Hold on. Skill proficiency.
If you have any questions about what skills relate to in the game, let me know. Pretty self-explanatory.
All right, gun perception and acrobatics.
Good choices. Well, Carissa, what you got?
I also did acrobatics and insight.
Nice.
I was also
then
thinking of insight.
After your skills, it gives you all your just class bonuses and innate abilities, which you can read. They'll also appear on your character sheet when we're done.
Oh, good.
After you are done with all that,
Do I have to choose a fighting style?
nah, maybe. Do you get that as a first level fighter? Yeah, you do. Lucky you. So choose which fighting style works best for you, Kaz. Do you want to be an archer? Do you want to be defense oriented? Do you want to duel, great weapon fighting, protection, 2 weapon fighting? Awesome.
Wow.
Okay,
I thought
all of those, like I understand, except for dueling and protection.
So dueling, when you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon. Protection is one of my personal favorites. When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that's within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You have to be wielding a shield.
ooh, that's going to be me, Kaz. I'm a paladin. I got my shield. I'm going to protect you guys
Okay.
with my fishy ways.
Right here.
I thought Persona Steve was a female god, but it's a dude.
Apparently.
I'm a bigot.
It's the Spanish genderization. When words end with an A, you think it's...
I gotta leave the real world behind. Sorry. Persona.
You gotta
bruh.
go with Kaz, I'm curious.
Thinking between great weapon fighting.
Dude, Kaz, you can do protection too. I'm just saying.
Oh no! I just didn't know what it. I just didn't know what it like.
Shield, bros.
Yeah, what it rolled.
I got a
out
shield
into.
too.
3 protectors.
We could launch Carissa with our shields together.
I think Curley is the only like first level magic user.
Yeah.
You're not like a primary magic user, so this is gonna be fun.
Well, I'm still gonna hit things with my staff.
Rough and tumble.
Oh, shillelagh.
You know what? Ooh, great weapon fighting sounds cool, but I'm gonna go with dueling.
Oh hell yeah!
Wow.
Oh,
be a
sounds like
single-
I was hoping you'd say that.
You're gonna be a single weapon, no shield fighter. I haven't seen many of those. That's cool.
2+ damage. Oof.
Cool. So, after you lock in all of the stuff in your class, then you click next, and we get to abilities. So, the ability score method that you're going to use, it only gives you custom. So we have to put custom.
Yes.
So we're going to use the standard array for abilities. So the standard array is, if you have something to write with or just something to take notes, these are going to be your numbers. Standard array.
15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8.
That is correct.
Oh shit.
15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8.
15.
Okay, so just assign one of those numbers to each of these abilities.
Correct. Keeping in mind, you will get bonuses. Carissa, you're going to get bonuses to your Constitution and your Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Kaz, as a half-elf, you're going to get what? Dex and Charisma? Something? Oh, it's Charisma, too, and... Oh, wow. Did you... Oh, geez. Did you pick your ability bonuses, Kaz? You get Charisma +2, and then 2 other ability scores +1. Did you choose those already?
I don't think I did.
I think he's hacking.
Hold on, race.
Oh, that's a half
No,
elf.
man. Half elves are sexy AF.
It should be under your race tab.
Okay, no, I didn't choose those because I have skill proficiencies I didn't choose and ability score I didn't choose.
Yeah, so you should definitely choose those when you're thinking about where to put your ability scores.
Yeah. Let's do that and that. And then skill proficiency. Skill proficiency.
So once again, this is kind of a well-known meme guideline bit, but the way ability scores work is when you think of a tomato, a strength score is your ability to crush a tomato. Dex is your ability to throw a tomato.
So this makes me hungry.
Constitution is your ability to eat a rotten tomato. Intelligence is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing that you should not put a tomato in a fruit salad. Charisma is being able to sell a tomato-based fruit salad.
Well,
That
I
was
just
super helpful.
I'm gonna
Actually.
I got confused because I thought you said Carissa. And I'm like,
Every time
what?
you say charisma, I do think you're saying my name until the
Charisma.
last sound. Yeah.
I'll make the Z prominent. Charisma.
No,
Charisma.
it's a user error, not a Steve.
Charisma. I'll say charisma.
Ooh, yes.
Just call it cha-cha.
We'll just call it Cashmo.
Cha.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to be fucking magic. I hate picking spells. Ugh.
You would have, yeah, no. That's why I don't get them to level 2, so I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I can
yeah.
procrastinate on that.
What are you thinking for ability scores?
I think I'm not super intelligent. That's what I think.
Woohoo! I'm a negative one intelligence.
But
as
what
well.
about-
It's gonna be dumb?
But what about
did-
in the game, Carissa?
Oh.
There's going to be a lot
I
of
did
that.
15, 13, 10, 12, 14, 8 with the bonuses I have. So now it's 16, 14, 10, 12, 14, 10.
Oh, a wise fighter.
Yeah. Like I said, I know the layout of my character. I just don't know my character yet. You know what I mean? I'm a method actor. I'm trying to get there, man.
A lot of spells missing.
I watched a lot of Little Mermaid last night. He's trying
know
to
what?
understand Tritons.
It's
I'm not gonna lie. You know what's weirdly driving me is I've been watching a lot of like old school martial arts movies.
So you can understand Carissa's character more.
Yeah. We're gonna hang out. It's gonna be fucking
I'll make
dope.
you some beer.
Carissa, you got
Enter
your
the
scores?
Shaolin.
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, you just read off. Cool.
Would
Read
you
'em?
like me?
Yeah, if you would.
Okay, I will read them. They with the modifiers. 14, 15, 14, 8, 14, 10.
Jeez, you got like 3 14s?
I do.
Wow. Cool. Okay, so after you're done with abilities, then you click the next button, and you'll go to your background. So there's a bunch of stock backgrounds that you could choose from. The only one listed on here is Alkalite because Roll20 is limited. But if you put custom, you can basically make up your own background. The main thing that backgrounds will do, if you make a custom background, where'd it go? Custom background.
You might want to. You can replace one feature with any other. Choose any 2 skills and choose a total of 2 tool proficiencies or languages from the sample backgrounds. You can either use the equipment package from your background or spend coin on gear as described in the equipment selection.
That's exactly what Kaz said. Oh, it's right there on the thing. So in the window on the right, if you scroll all the way down, it says customizing a background. So if you want to make a custom background, you just basically choose the features. You can make up whatever background name you want, and then you give yourself, choose any 2 skills and choose a total of 2 tool proficiencies or languages. So, Carissa, do you have any idea what kind of background your dwarf monk is going to have?
I was just trying to look at the list of backgrounds just to like jog my brain.
Yep.
And since I don't have a paper printout of the handbook, I'm literally scrolling through.
Same.
Okay. I think I found backgrounds. I just heard a bloop sound.
That's the chat.
It's a cool fairy.
Curly's clicking on stuff, and it's the chat window.
I didn't do it.
No, it was me. Sorry.
Curly's messing stuff up over here.
I didn't fucking do it. Hey, I want to have this.
I'm trying to add a spell. Wait, what's going on? Yeah, weird. Every time I
Good
click
spell.
on this thing. Sorry.
Backgrounds in the player's handbook are on the page 125.
175.
Yeah, I just got there.
175.
So yeah, if you create a custom background, you can choose any feature, and then you can pretty much pick and choose 2 skills and 2 proficiencies / languages.
Great. Can a monk also be a guild artisan?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
It could be within a monastery. There can be guilds within a monastery, or you could,
Sweet.
you could train in the monastery with most of your time, but then, make it up. Make up a backstory that makes sense.
Awesome, I'm going for it. It's happening.
Sorry, I was casting nothing as I was trying to open up my spell slots.
The only thing that you got to watch out for when you're doing backgrounds is For example, Carissa, if you're picking flat Guild Artisan, Guild Artisan by default gives you proficiency in Insight, which you had already picked. So in terms of like min-maxing, if you chose Guild Artisan, you should choose a different skill proficiency from your class.
Understood.
Any thoughts from Kaz?
I'm reading Entertainer because I'm trying to see if I can make this fit into...
Oh, man.
How about Curley?
I'm adding things into the attack list, like when I have my shillelagh on my quarterstaff, so it's easily clickable. I think I'm good though.
What was did you choose any kind of background? Did you make one up?
I picked the Outlander from I think Ravnica as well. My features traits background, where is it? Description background. The Wanderer. Oh no, Outlander. Feature is the Wanderer. You have excellent memory for maps and geography. You can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, provided that the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth. Basically, I'm a dude that hangs out in the forest. I'm a Firbolg. Come on. One with the land. I figured that fit more than like Hermit or any of the other ones and stuff. So.
Yeah, there's a lot that I like, but there's not a lot that fits. So I think I'm going to do Entertainer. I got to go back up and
Well,
read
once
it a
again, you
little
can
more detailed.
customize it to make it fit.
Just don't understand Firbolg. I look up pictures; they all look like emo.
You want to go into it? I mean, so we're like we're descendant of like giant kin. I'm 8 foot tall and like 250 pounds.
But you're
300
like
pounds.
passive, right? You're more on the passive
Most
side.
of them, yeah. I'm a forest Firbolg. I'm like a tribal.
Oh my
you
God,
know,
there's different
we hang
kinds.
out in the forest, attacking or endangering the trees and stuff. And nature is just like attacking us. We usually don't try to engage, but we try to like use our magics and druid stuff if we have it.
Yeah.
To make wanderers get lost, and so they stay away from the forest and things like that. And like Firbolgs will do crap like they'll collect and store away berries and nuts and stuff throughout the whole like summer, and then when winter comes, we'll spread them around in the forest so that the animals have enough to eat. Like we're real hippies. It's cool.
Okay. Okay.
And I look like Ganondorf.
Cool. I just never heard of them. They're cool. They're
Me neither. I read about it and I was like, yeah, I'll do that. It's either this or Triton.
For
I was
sure.
like, come on.
Yeah.
I talk slow and like this. The trouble with this is I can easily slide into an accent that I don't want to do.
Let it happen.
So,
Let it happen.
Kaz and Carissa, let me know when you're done with your background stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm choosing Guild Artisan, but I still have to build it like it's custom since it doesn't have Guild Artisan. So I'm just like rolling to find out what my bond is and all that jazz.
All that stuff is optional. Your personality traits, ideal, bond, flaw, those are all optional. If you want to just make those up, then that's totally fine. But if you just want an element of randomness, you can do the whole roll for your bond, element, flaw thing.
Sure. So in order for my background to be complete in here, I just put the name and under proficiencies.
So let's see, I'll walk you through it. So background name, put Guild Artisan. Proficiencies. So as a Guild Artisan, your proficiencies, the first one, you'll push drop down and you're going to do a skill proficiency.
Correct.
So skill proficiency and then choose Insight. Which you might have to go back and switch your class thing first.
Yeah.
So
now in the book for in the handbook, that's what it's called. It does say Insight and Persuasion under skill proficiencies.
Yeah.
Can I just choose Persuasion?
No, you get both of these as a Guild Artisan.
I understood.
So you're going to want to go back to your class tab and choose a different skill proficiency other than Insight.
Got it. Okay. Done. History. I read a book. Okay.
Yeah, so then you go back to background and then choose Insight.
Yeah.
And then add another proficiency. You're going to click that. And then same thing. You're going to do skill proficiency, choose Perception. No, persuasion. Sorry, persuasion.
Persuasion.
And then you're going to
Great.
add another proficiency. This one is going to be a tool.
Right.
And then you get one type of artisan tool. So artisan tools, you know what artisan tools are. They're pretty obvious.
Yes. Yeah.
Choose an artisan tool out of that list.
Where's the list?
If you choose, so you added another proficiency and you push type
Yes.
tool. Then right under that is the
in
whole
that list. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with entertainer.
Do it.
Do it.
Proficiency.
What'd you choose?
I chose jeweler's tools.
Ah, that tracks. So after your tool proficiency, then you get languages. So once again, you're going to push add another proficiency. This one's going to be language for the type,
Yep.
and then choose a language.
One of my choice. That's great.
What the?
How do you delete a spell or an?
You pray.
I'm trying. Lord,
Well, 20's a little bit of a jumping through hoops, but
I feel like they forgot the feature.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. I got. I'm gonna add this one.
Okay.
Oh.
what language you got?
So I'm thinking it might be good to have Elvish, although we do have a half elf.
Yeah, so you can talk smack about other people in 2 different languages.
Yeah. I think I'm starting to understand what my character's like. She's just a mean girl.
And then underneath your proficiencies, it says custom background features. Your custom background feature is guild business. Guild
Giving them the
business is the
business.
name.
Oh wait.
Custom background features guild business. Oh, I wrote membership. Okay.
Guild
this is
business.
Guild
Perfect.
business.
You can either type this in or copy and paste it later. Guilds are generally found in cities large enough to support several artisans practicing the same trade. However, your guild might instead be a loose network of artisans who each work in a different village within a larger realm. Work with your DM to determine the nature of your guild. You can select your guild business from the guild business table or roll randomly. So,
Woo!
as a member of your guild, you know the skills needed to create finished items from raw materials, reflected in your proficiency with a certain kind of artisan's tools, as well as the principles of trade and good business practices. Question now is whether you abandon your trade for adventure or take the extra effort to weave adventuring and trade together. So, basically, guild business, you can put the summary is you're a skilled jeweler with knowledge to match. And you can
Ooh, I
use
like
that to your advantage. Like, if you find in a treasure hoard, you find some precious gems, you could put that in a setting, and you could either sell it or maybe get it enchanted, or, you could make an item and use that item.
Right. Perfect. We gonna get crafty, y'all.
That one's guild business. And then, after you get that, you can add another feature. Another feature is guild membership, which is the one that you were saying earlier.
Oh, yeah. They will welcome me.
As an established and respected member of a guild, you can rely on certain benefits that the membership provides. Your fellow guild members will provide you with lodging and food if necessary, and pay for your funeral if needed. In some cities and towns, a guild hall offers a central place to meet other members of your profession, which can be a good place to meet potential patrons. Guilds often wield tremendous power. If you're accused of a crime, your guild will support. So you're part of a union, essentially.
Yep.
However, you must pay dues of 5 gold per month to the guild. If you miss payments, you must make up back dues due to remaining in the guild's good graces. So,
Yikes.
if you care about being a part of a jeweler's guild, or possibly a beer brewer's guild, I guess, since you also took brewer's kit,
Well, I did not take Brewer's Kit, and now I'm starting to regret it. So I actually took the other one, smithing tools.
That tracks as well, because if you have jeweler as one and smithing tools as the other, you can metalwork plus jewelry. Hey,
Yeah,
tracks.
I'm sticking with it.
And there's definitely going to be a smithy in pretty much every town, so that makes it easier on me as well.
It's easier for you to pay your dues.
Yeah, I gotta smith some ore and sell
A
it.
lot of merchantry going on.
Kaz, did you follow along with all that? Are you able to input your custom stuff?
I kind of half followed along, then I started reading stuff. So I'm going with entertainer, and I'm going with gladiator as my entertaining thing, and then I'm trying to figure out the rest now.
All right, I think it's done. I think it's here. Oh God, I think it's all done.
You got your spells in there?
Yeah,
Nice.
I had some of my spells I wanted from Xanthar's, and they're not in there, so I had to.
I'm
Make 'em
a
up.
boy from a humble town.
Actually, only one of them, but whatever.
I saw fighting, and then I pursued the fighting arts, and now I use
Cool.
it to
I
make
dig
my
that.
coin.
Unorthodox.
Hell yeah.
So
how'd you get your picture in there?
proficiency.
So, yeah, I was walking Carissa through it, but you get how you have to
Skill
add
language.
each thing individually. You have to add your skill proficiencies. You have to add your
Yeah.
tools, add your languages, if any,
Yeah.
and then write
I'm not
in.
going to do any more languages since I already have one.
But yeah,
Or have 3.
as entertainer, if you're picking flat entertainer, then you get acrobatics and performance. So, once again, if you're taking the entertainer background, you should go back to your class skill proficiencies and choose something other than acrobatics.
BRB.
Ooh, okay,
Gotcha.
okay,
Thanks.
okay. I will take, since I'm already going to get...
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I will take intimidation. I'll have perception and intimidation.
And in your background, you give yourself skill proficiencies, acrobatic performance. So gladiator's kind of a custom background. Let's build this so it makes more sense. Unless you want to just take the vanilla. So as an entertainer, tool proficiencies, you get proficiencies with a disguise kit and one type of musical instrument. That doesn't exactly track for a gladiator.
Yeah.
So you can customize those. So you could give yourself a tool proficiency, for example. Oh, I don't know. Smithing might be one because you could repair your own equipment. Possibly.
You know what? Yeah, I like smithing. Let's go with smithing tools.
All right. So give yourself proficiency with smithing tools, and instead of a type of musical instrument, what could it be? Something to do with gladiatorial. You could do like I don't know, maybe carpenter's tools, because being a gladiator, you got to like make stuff for the arena. Land vehicles could be one, because you could know how to use a chariot. Leatherworking tools, definitely good to know for leather straps and stuff for armor. Yeah, I don't know. Something that tracks with gladiator.
Water vehicles. Yeah, let's go with land vehicles.
Choice.
Whipping it out. All right, so two tools, 2 skills.
You okay there, buddy?
Yeah.
A little bit. Almost died. Circle
Then-
back around.
Call the cops.
You get some equipment, but we're gonna change up that equipment because it's all like music stuff.
Yeah.
Backpack, bedroll, mess kit, $100.
but we'll deal with equipment in a bit.
Okay.
Are we gonna get cool magic items, Steve? Are we gonna do that? That part's my favorite.
We're gonna talk about that later.
Okay.
Okay. So Kaz and Carissa just made their backgrounds.
And you said don't worry about the personality stuff and bonds and shit like
you
that.
can
right?
if you want. All that stuff is optional, but
Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna worry about it right this second.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's kind of fun to roll it and then just like have to go with whatever you do, pick. But
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I just did.
Like, I guess I'm
Sorry,
playing this guy now.
So after background is done, go to equipment. Now we get to choose equipment. So there's a drop-down menu. It says, how would you like to choose your equipment? We're going to do class equipment. And so it gives you choices that you have to choose between. So make your choices based on the drop-down menus that it gives you. For example, Carissa, you get to choose either a short sword or a simple weapon, and then either a Dungeoneer's pack or an Explorer's pack.
Oh. Okay, I've read this hella wrong. I thought this was an or, but it's chainmail or leather armor, longbow, and arrows.
It cost about the same equivalency.
Basically saying, do you want to be melee or do you want to be ranged?
You can always buy what you don't get here.
Yeah.
Two of shield or any martial weapon. Crossbow bolts. 20.
Hey, what does SRD mean?
That's just the denotation that it's from the standard rule set.
Got it.
Some weapons are from expanded rule books that are not included in Roll 20.
Got it.
But it's
Are
nothing,
there
it's
no-
nothing life-changing.
There are no
Okay.
katanas in here? No.
You can flavor a long sword to be a katana.
Yeah, I remember doing that once with I think a monk or whatever, where I was just like, okay, I looked up a cool sword online and I was like, all right, this is what it is, and its stats match a sword, like whatever.
Okay, so I think I'm going to take the chainmail.
Chainmail have any detriment to your stealth abilities?
Yeah.
I mean, it's chainmail, dog.
Jangling.
Because, God, that's so much stuff to carry.
Don't worry about it.
We use
Like,
video
with the
game
leather
logic.
armor.
We use video game logic for inventory. I don't care about encumbrance. You can.
I mean, I kind of like the leather armor and longbow, but then there's like, I think at some point I get a crossbow, so it's like, why would I have that many bows?
You've got a Legend of Zelda Link purse where you can store a giant hammer and a boomerang.
Yeah, it just doesn't fit for me to have that many bows. So I'm gonna go with the chainmail. 2 of shield or weapons.
Google, does chainmail actually work? Why is it called chainmail? Can chainmail stop a bullet?
Okay, is one of these simple weapons greater than another, really?
The simple weapons are you looking to maximize your damage or what?
I'm looking for flair. I'm looking for...
So if you're looking for just like flavor and flair, then
Yeah.
pick what seems cool to you. If you're looking
Okay.
for maximizing damage, I can tell you exactly what things do what.
Okay, why don't you tell me something that maximizes damage, and then I'll decide whether I care or not.
Simple weapons. The highest damage you can get for a simple weapon would be a great club, but that requires you to use it two-handed. Other than that, almost every other weapon does a d6 for the damage.
Okay.
There are a couple, such as the quarterstaff, that are versatile, which you can use one or two-handed. If you use it two-handed, it gives you a slight damage bonus. A couple.
Some can be thrown.
Google imaging quarterstaff.
I mean, it's Donatello the Turtle's staff.
Oh, okay. Understood.
Mine's more woody than Donatello's.
Okay, that seems about right. I should do that.
Going for the Avatar build.
I guess so. Although what was really calling my heart at first was the sickle.
Well, that'd be so cool looking.
Okay, now I want to choose it. Curly. Doing it.
It is a D4.
It's kind of like a staff. It just has a has a.
Is it more like the Grim
Pointy bit.
Reaper kind of sickle you got going
No,
on,
that's
or
a
is it like?
scythe.
Oh, okay, like a hand sickle.
Hand
Yeah,
sickle, like an arc. The thing
Yeah.
you cut grass with.
Hey, I've played Ark.
If we have to
You
fight a
have?
whole bunch of
We have a
grass,
server up. Come play
Actually-
arc with us.
The person I'm in the room with right now is currently playing Ark.
come play on our server.
Justin plays arc. Are you with Justin?
Yeah,
Justin!
he's playing Ark.
Justin, come play arc with us.
Steve's got bird. He'll give you a free bird.
Oh, he just got like flying things. Oh, that's exciting.
Seriously,
Okay.
we have a
Whips on
dedicated custom
here.
server for our people,
Okay.
which is on
I found
easy
people
mode.
for you to play Ark with.
If he wants easy mode arc, then he should come join us. I'll
Yeah,
send,
we'll
I'll
Alright.
send you an
go
email.
to the Minutia.
Sweet. All because we said sickle.
For real.
Yeah.
Cool.
Arc is love and life.
Did you choose your pack, Dungeoneer or Explorer?
Dungeoneer.
Engineer. All right. Kaz, how you doing on equipment?
I'm thinking of going with a scimitar and a short sword or a whip.
Oh,
Struggling
A whip?
between a whip.
Cool whip.
Has anyone ever
Kinda-
taken a sling? That'd be kind of cool. I remember my paladin is the one I did a Morning Star with. That was pretty cool looking.
This is if
wasn't that
I take a whip, this is ruining my goddamn samurai dreams here.
wasn't your Warlock the one with the Morning Star, Curly? Hexblade Warlock?
Yeah. I had a Morning Star as well. But yeah, Lanolin had a make a
Alright,
Morning Star.
No, you know what?
Lanolin.
Let's just go long
Lanolin the
sword,
dragon.
short sword. That's it. Long
Classic.
sword, long and short. All right.
Long and short. A glaive.
Crossbow. I'm gonna do the light crossbow and the explorer's pack.
Awesome.
Sam is going to have a trident, right? Like
Yeah.
Sam
Okay,
has a
okay,
trident.
absolutely. Yeah, okay.
Uh,
And a shield.
After that, so
It's law.
Sam doesn't have spells yet. Carissa doesn't have spells yet. Kaz
I got
doesn't
one
have
spell.
spells. Well,
I got one
that's-
spell.
Yeah, that's your thing.
I despise magic.
So that's pretty much it for Carissa and Kaz.
Woo!
If you want, you can go to your bio and write stuff in. Age, height, weight, eyes, etc., etc. But yeah,
On it.
and of course, you want to put your character name.
Yeah. Let the nomenclature begin.
Paige says thanks for the computer. She's using it today.
She's already thanked me a million times. It's cool.
Curly
We're
said
good.
fuck off. She's like, fuck you. Sick of it.
Does this all show up here?
So,
Pop out a character sheet. You can pop the fucking yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This thing is great. I was looking at it earlier and I was like, man, I feel like I should have been using this for the longest. And then I looked, I'm like, oh, I've had an account since 2014.
Yeah, we used this before. Remember?
Yep. Give
But
me a
it's not
bad
official,
realization.
right?
It's sanctioned, I think, by them. That's why they're not everything in here because they don't want you to use the stuff that would be in a book you should buy.
yeah,
Oh, we live in the dark ages.
it does have integration that you can purchase. So it is all legit. It is all legit actual rule sets.
I want it free. Shillelagh.
Cool. So
I wanted to
should. I'm gonna
attack.
just review your character sheets since I'm here.
Yeah, do it. Tell me where I'm wrong.
Oh, am I doing the roll with advantage thing?
Carissa, what's your character name?
Britt.
Write that in your character name
Britt, nice.
Brett.
box.
Brett.
Britt.
Don't
like
fool
Britney.
me, girls. What's your alignment though, for reals?
Lawful neutral.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, there's rules,
There's
but
rules,
the rules
but-
are according to me.
Don't tell me you didn't do a Valley Girl, because I was thinking about doing a Valley Girl.
Oh, I would never take that from you. No, I was thinking of doing like, more classic slate Scottish thing, but we'll see what comes out.
Kaz, do you have a name?
Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm coming back around to that.
All right.
Good boy, Carl.
Let's see. Britt, character.
I gotta make sure I can say the name before I fucking use them here. Sure, it's not a slur somewhere.
I did. If you want my method, I picked a bone from the human skeletal system.
Oh, that's what Ulna is?
It's a forearm with the small forearm bone.
It's amazing.
Perfect. I'm inside of you. That's Ulna speaking. Persona.
Not to interrupt. Where was the
Persona B. Persona's good.
the don't do advantage on rolls option?
It's in. I'll find it and set it. It's in the settings of somewhere.
What's a good generalization for people who use lungs, like lungies or something? And
Lungs?
Oh, ooh.
I think I use lungs too, though. I don't really know how Triton works. Air breather. Nose breather.
Is it meant to
Mouth
be
breather?
derogatory, like you dirty lungy?
Playful. No, I don't know. I guess I'm lawful good. I should probably not be
All
thrown
right,
out.
I'm
air through a
applying the
sack.
changes and building Carissa's character.
Okay.
So now, Carissa, if you click on Britt instead of giving you the character Mancer, it should show you your character sheet.
Great. Okay. I'm just putting my hair color in. It's very important.
Get your hair
Oh
did.
yeah, hell yeah, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a monk? Are you shaved head? Or,
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
you don't have. I mean, monks can have hair.
Just a shaved head, but with a ponytail at the bottom back.
Just draw in a ponytail, just like on the back.
Kaz is a half-elf with charisma, dex, and strength. Yes. Lass is a fighter. Second win, though. Ability scores.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be melee for days.
Okay, so Steve, do I say apply changes on mine or
Yes.
no?
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay, great. I didn't want to mess up your stuff.
You have ability to edit this sheet, as do I.
Great. Great.
Britt.
Brat.
I
Say my name twice.
think I'll get rid of my personality traits, ideals, and stuff because usually I figure that shit out on my own.
Yeah, go for it. And yeah, Kaz, after you're done filling out everything, go to the last review screen and hit apply changes to actually build your sheet.
Okay. I'm just going with the first name.
Let's see. Curley.
What up?
Let me see if I remember how to change your roles. There it is.
Whoa, my cheat's changing when you touch it.
Roll queries.
Always roll advantage. I see it.
We're going to put never roll advantage.
Oh. Permanently handicapped from advantages.
Actually, we'll push query advantage. It'll ask you if you want to roll with advantage.
Mm.
It's slightly
Just roll
annoying,
twice.
but the way it's set up, if you roll, because yeah, we'll just query advantage. It'll work out.
That way we can do it. We can decide, right?
Yeah. Cool. So there's that. I'm gonna do that for everybody.
So if I wanted to swing my shillelagh. Normal roll. Boom.
Okay.
And then I roll the damage.
Why change
It rolls damage with the. It should roll damage with it.
It didn't seem like it did.
Oh, that's another thing.
It might be because that's the one I custom created. Let me do this one. Nope.
Oh, actually, we're gonna do toggle. Yeah, toggle. Advantage toggle. Advantage
I'll
toggle
change-
gives
I'll
you a
change
thing
mine.
at the top that says advantage, normal, and disadvantage.
Oh, and then underneath that it says don't auto roll damage. You can change it to auto roll damage
Yes,
and
auto
crit.
roll damage and crit.
Boom.
Wait, where does it say auto roll damage?
It's a 1 or 2 underneath the roll queries on the top right.
Yeah, I got yours is already there, Sam.
Oh,
And also, Sam, I changed it to toggle advantage. So at the top of your normal sheet now, you see advantage, normal, and disadvantage.
gotcha.
Should be the same for Carissa.
Awesome, nice.
So,
We're
yeah.
just having a play fight over here.
Nice.
Let me know when you're locked in, Kaz.
I'm pretty locked in.
I'm going to change myself to an NPC.
Donron. Cool. So Kaz is going to advantage toggle.
We know what Fog Cloud does, Sam. Jeez.
Too bad.
All right. So we have created all the characters, and now we are going to get a basic crash course in Roll20, just as a refresher course. So let's see. Number 1, if you're all looking at your character sheets, the first and most handy thing in the top left of your character sheet is a little button that has 2 squares on it. That allows you to pop out your character sheet so you can drag it anywhere you want. Super useful, especially if you have multiple screens. You're going to want to pop that out. Second thing, since we're looking at your character sheets, the second thing you should check out is your character sheet has all your basic character info. At the top of your character sheet, you'll see the top left, you'll see core, bio, and spells. Most of the time, you'll stay on the core tab, but you can also click onto the core bio and spells in order to customize all that stuff. But looking back at the core page, your core page has all your abilities, all your modifiers, all your skills and proficiencies, and blah, 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 blah. It also has all of your features and traits, and it has basic attacks that should have auto-filled. As you can see, people are already clicking on things. Whenever you click...
Sorry.
What's up, Sam?
I'm just excited. We don't have to do any math.
whenever you click on something, the game will roll it for you. For example, Carissa, if you wanted to make an attack with your sickle, you can see in the very middle of your sheet where it says attacks and spellcasting. If you click on the word sickle, it will roll that for you. And so for your sickle attack, you actually just rolled a critical fumble because that is a red 5. A red means it's a critical fumble. But if you hover over it, it shows what your roll was and then the modifiers that are added to it. So you rolled a 1, and then you have +2 for your strength and +2 for your proficiency. So that's how it got the roll. Underneath that is the damage. You actually maxed out your damage. If you hover over it, you rolled a 4 for damage and then a +2 for your dex attack.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If only I hadn't dropped it.
You can do the same thing for any skill. For example, Carissa, can you do for me a perception check? So if you click on perception on your list.
I can do a perception check.
You just rolled a nice big perception check. You rolled a 21. So
Woo-hoo.
that's how you roll in D20. I always say, if you have physical dice and you want to roll them, I trust you to be honest with your rolls. I will be rolling physical dice.
I did want to note that I just noticed and remembered in the settings menu where we turned off the audio and stuff. you can turn on 3D dice so that it rolls a die on the table.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, you can enable 3D dice and then automatically roll the 3D dice. You can also turn off the chat beep if you don't like it.
Oh, okay. Well, I might keep it just so I can.
It's up to you. I just found it all.
So yeah, everybody understands that you can click on stuff to roll dice. Cool.
Oh yeah, baby! Enable them 3D dice.
Beneath chat,
So
you can choose to switch to your character instead of you.
if you enable 3D, yes. Also at the bottom of chat, you have a drop-down menu that says, "Do you want to talk as yourself or do you want to talk as this character?"
Oh.
Cool. What else? If so, Curley, did you enable 3D dice?
I did indeed.
If you roll something, oh, so I haven't seen any dice rolling around the table, so it must only show up for you.
Yeah, it's a personal stuff.
No, I see it.
No,
Oh,
you don't.
Yeah, you have to have it on though.
Oh,
Just turn
okay.
it on.
Let me see.
How cute!
That's cute.
I'm
it's a little
rolling.
frantic, but it is
Color
cute.
too. It's your like brick color or whatever the hell.
Oh, sweet.
All right, somebody roll something. Oh, there it is. It's ridiculous. How do you get rid of
The
it?
die
How do you-
matches.
You
Oh, that's
just-
amazing.
You click on it
I
to
don't
get
think
rid
you
of it.
do.
apparently.
You just
Okay.
touch it. You
You
just gotta give it a little touch.
Steve, come on, man.
How do I change my color? Ugh.
You change your
No
color
colors for you.
by clicking on the color next to your name on the bottom left.
Color next. Oh wait,
Doesn't
what?
seem like that works.
Color next to
Transparent.
your name.
What does a transparent die look like?
Oh, the color of your
Oh.
dice? Yeah.
What? Click and drag.
Well, can't see it.
Sam is a black void.
It's just a hole.
Ooh, a D4.
Yeah, why am mine yellow? Hold on, I can't have that.
The color that's in
advanced dice
in
roller.
in D20, the name at the bottom of the screen, King Kaz. There's a yellow square next to your name. Change that color.
Oh, Snizzap with the Rizap. All right, I need like a forest green, but not like a dark green. Oh baby.
I have not got that.
I like your color. Curly, yours is like a raspberry color. I like that one.
Oh, I had to find like a perfect pixel to get it to.
And it's got a less annoying sound than rolling dice on Steve's glass monitor.
Hey, I gave you dice towers.
Ow! No, it's fine.
Pink.
Yeah, buddy.
That is no joke.
If I do recall, there is a good way to make everyone's computer hurt a little bit by doing.
Nah, baby, I'm good. You ain't hurting nothing over here, baby. We Gucci. Only thing that hurts this computer is games that do a lot of math.
Okay, so the last thing that I have to do, I already estimated Curley and Sam's character because I kind of figured I helped Sam build his, and Curley I kind of figured what he'd do. But I do need tokens for Carissa and Kaz. I'm gonna do temporary for now, but I'll make you some real tokens later.
Okay.
Let's see. Tokens.
Boo boo boo. Roll 20 on the 2K monitor.
Hang on. Let's see.
Why did I get a whoop back? Or was that from Steve's? Okay.
Carissa, are you a male or female dwarf?
Famale.
You're a monk.
Like tamale?
Mm-hmm. Hot famale.
Oh, strength is the ability to eat a tamale.
Say what?
I can turn my ring light off because we're not doing video. Cool.
I for a second I was like, oh shit, my camera's been pointing at the sea. I'm like, my camera's not on. What does it matter?
I still, as I talk to either chat or you guys, I still look up at my camera like it matters.
It's who we are as people, man.
It's the same thing I do when I'm in the room with people after a stream, and I still lean into my microphone when I'm talking to someone.
Broken.
My sister used to get so mad at me. She's like, "You're not online. Like, just stop." I was like, "Oh, it's a forced habit. I have to do it. Otherwise, I'll forget in real life."
Soon it'll all be implanted in, and we won't have to worry about it. We'll have floating drone cameras.
Get me a
We don't have to worry
condenser
about
mic built into my neck. Let's go. Always on freaking 5G chip in the brain.
it. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna get. It's how I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be lining up for the first embedded electronics, and I'm gonna get. It's like, oh, it turns out that you just get immediate cancer. Like, and I'm like, well, worth a shot.
All right, hold on. Let me think. I gotta finish my backstory here. Ugh.
Yeah. Think about some backstory stuff, and feel free to, think about your backstory stuff. I'm building some really fast tokens.
Should I?
Carissa
Can I
and
do
Kaz.
the figure out my name part?
Sure.
You don't have a name?
Well, so I'll be outright with you. I was gonna try to role play it, but like, okay, so I'm a forest Firbolg, and we kind of just
Firbolg.
Firbolg. They don't really think of names as necessary.
I think your
They
name
think
is
of themselves-
Firbolg.
Yeah. So the idea is like whenever a Firbolg is out and about in normal society for whatever reason, which we'll get to in backstory, but they kind of just like they're like, names are dumb, but you can call me whatever you want, and I'll adopt that as my name.
Oh, okay.
And so if I feel like regarding to my backstory, I did meet you guys and decided to stick around with you guys. And so at some point it had been like, well, what do you call you? And I'm just like, it's Forest Firbolg. I'm a Firbolg. Like, and if you want to call me Firbolg, that's cool. If you want to call me whatever, that's whatever.
Okay, I'm down for that. Personally.
Yeah. You can call me Jake, and I'll be Jake for the day.
I just want to call you Firbie.
Firbie. I dig that. Names are silly. How many other Brits are there?
I am the elder Britt.
Right.
You don't-
Carissa, I've got you a temporary token over there.
Donka.
Oh, my eyes are so bad. Is that a toucan?
And Kaz is a half elf.
Oh, Sam, we look so cool. Do you have a turtle shield?
Yeah, I guess.
It's temporary concept art.
I'm in love with it. It's great.
Yeah, it makes sense. I have like bone armor too. I kind of like that idea. It makes
Just
sense.
like from the sea, just anything like shells and.
It was weird to be a paladin because paladins were. It says I have chainmail, which I guess could work.
Kaz, you male or female?
Yes. Male.
You have like a shell bikini.
I'm a paladin. I'm kitted out. I got a bikini. You don't know what I'm
Not gonna
wearing
be
underneath
anything
these
but-
mail.
But the whole chainmail is built out of like little shells.
I was
It's
thinking,
shell mail.
some like
Oh, that's cool.
coral metal or like.
I'm expecting some Sam art soon.
I did overlay it, but I mean, it's up to Steve if he wants to use it. I don't know.
My browser inherited encoding error.
I kind of sent it to you last minute there, Steve.
I mean, yeah, I'm using it right now.
Oh, okay,
I'll go-
cool.
I'll go make a little mini. No, I won't.
Yeah, Hero Forge is really fun. That's
If
what
you
it was
want,
gonna do.
I'm down to draw whatever. I'm looking for stuff to do warm up. To warm up to and stuff.
I'm doing it real
figure out
fast
my
right now.
backstory first, Sam.
Sam, did
But
you see
honestly,
what-
the Hero Forge characters, I was thinking I'll just take your guys' what Steve created in Hero Forge and
Yeah.
cut out the white so we're transparent on there.
did you see? I linked it for you, Sammy. This is what Steve made up in the Hero Forge.
Give me luck.
Oh,
You guys are distracting me, man. I'm supposed to be figuring out my backstory.
where are you posting this?
Oh, I did it in Twitch chat.
Oh, okay.
I can give it to you.
It's the same. It's the same thing that happens to me and Curley every podcast.
I didn't want to have.
Because every podcast, Curley goes, "Where did you put it?"
Yeah.
Oh, I just randomly linked it to God awful knows where.
Yeah, Sam, if you want to draw a snobby dwarf monk, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Common trait for monks to be super snobby.
Snobby, yeah.
Snooty.
She's like super generous though too, so she like balances that out.
You could portray that somehow. Yeah, sure.
My quarterstaff and shield are more like naturally made of woods stuff. Like I was looking at these vines called Liana vines or something. They're like super rooty ones that climb all the way up trees and stuff. So like I imagine mine's got like really cool, like gnarly strength roots.
I mean,
and the shield is.
Steve, when you're talking tokens, you mean the stuff that's represented on the game board, right?
Yeah.
So I might just try to copy the style of your little Grawl looking characters too. Make it kind of simple and really fit in there. That would be really fun.
Yeah, because they're top down, but they're also kind of, you see more of them from the front.
Yeah, exactly. And so we can add some detail and stuff.
Some heavy, thick lines. That man over there by himself in the red is a little shady looking. I feel like I'm going to go after him first.
Who wears red to a jester performance?
Oh, that's me. Woo!
Why, hello.
Enter the vine.
Almost there.
You spin me right round, spin me right. I'm a dancing dwarf. Can you guys see if I ping?
Loki, yeah, I saw that. Loki says you can remove the background from Hero Forge in the screenshot mode.
Did you say that was like a tool that it dumped a token out for you? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, click and hold.
It also puts a bunch of logos on the screenshot, so F that noise. Plus, I don't know. It kind of helps you stand out and differentiate you from the common rabble of the NPCs.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a valid point.
Jesus Christ, those eyes, man.
I'm emitting bright light for 30 feet in every direction.
Can you draw something on your character
to give you the right, I think.
and then have it carry?
Oh,
I guess you can do stuff like this. Like you can add like little. Oops! Like I just killed myself.
Hmm.
I guess that works too.
Someone just write booty.
I don't know.
All right, here we go. Coming in hot. Upload.
I wonder if you can attach it to like a token, Oh yeah, a little distance calculator.
Pretty dope.
Oh yeah, how do you do that? I forgot how to do that.
The tool, one of the tools on the top left. It's the little power button.
Oh.
There we go. All right, we got a temporary Donron for Kaz. Okay, I'm glad you guys are all experimenting with Roll20.
You sound glad.
What is happening?
I can also turn off all the stuff that you're doing.
I can put a bar over my head with HP.
For some reason, I can't get rid of your aura, though.
Turn off your aura. There. You just put a 0. You gotta delete a blank.
Okay. So here we go. So yeah, you guys wanna actually play some game?
Yeah.
Quick bathroom break. Everybody, go to the bathroom if you need to. I'm gonna take 2 minutes. Be right
Okay.
back.
How did you do the walking?
I will also be right back.
Probably health. 12. Initiative?
Roll initiative.
Well, there's the you can add bars to your character.
Yeah, look at my health is above my head.
I can't. Can you see my health? Because I can't see yours. Do you have
Oh
to-
no, I guess it's a personal thing.
I think actually, because the thing about Roll20 is like it doesn't refresh. It does actually. Never mind. You should. I don't know.
I don't see yours. Yeah.
Steve sees it. Yeah.
Steve's
Need,
back.
yeah, if you pay for there's a D&D Beyond integration where it'll make an overlay that you can throw in your OBS or whatever that like auto updates health and shit like that.
Mm.
All right. As soon as everybody gets back, we can do some gaming. What do you know?
Let's kill some rats in a cellar. Boop, boop. Temporary hit points.
Is it giving me my armor class with a shield, Steve?
It should be.
There's an option on your character sheet that says
I lost my character sheet. Where'd it go?
there's an option somewhere. Oh yeah, armor class tracking, automatic. So if you have a shield equipped, it should automatically track it. You're wearing chainmail and you have a shield, so
Yes.
your should be 18, which it is. So there you go.
Cool.
If you're not using your shield, it's 16.
How can I unequip my shield?
Uh,
I mean, obviously, I could just say my armor's class 16, but I'm just curious if there's a tactile way.
There is a way, and that is to go to core, and then you go to your equipment. Shield.
Oh, look. Right here. If on the item names on the main character sheet,
Yeah,
you
there
can
it
click
is.
the little dot next to the number and then unequip right there.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much. Dope, dude.
Yeah,
Use
I was kind of missed it. Did you actually determine a name for your character, Curley? Or have we not gotten there yet?
I think they're just gonna call me whatever. I think Britt's calling me Firbie.
Firbie.
The purpose of role playing, the Firbolg doesn't recognize itself as needing a name,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. I just wondering if you had come to a consensus yet.
I think if they consistently call me something, I'll go with it. Otherwise, I'm just going to respond when directed at.
the way to Covenant, which is where we are now at some point. And yeah, I guess if you never ran into anybody who asked you who the hell you were,
Well,
then
I
I guess-
mean,
My answer would be I'm a forest Firbolg. Like that's just it. That's my answer when you ask my name.
Well, we'll see. Once everybody gets back, I'll do the actual launch into it, and you'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't need to make it complicated. I just thought it was a cool trait.
Britt's back, by the way.
Cool. I think we're just waiting on
Welcome
Kaz.
Kaz never left.
Kaz never left. Okay, so we're all back. So let's launch into the game proper. All right.
how do you ping?
What
You
I just
click and
hold
hold.
left click.
Click and hold.
Look at this grandma. Look at this grandma.
All right, everybody. Here we go. Pay attention. So, I sent you out the basic backstory, but I'm going to go over it since
Yeah.
chat has not heard anything. I don't have. Let me bring this up. 1 second. Let me get my description.
Kingdoms have risen and fallen 1,000 times over.
Yes. So, the game world we are in is not a traditional D&D world. It is what they call, I hate this word, but it's homebrew. I made it up, and we're playing in this made-up world that I made. The world is a island continent that is simply known as the Land. The Land is a lone island in a sea of blue. Kingdoms have risen and fallen 1,000 times over upon these lands. The gods are the only things which remains constant, yet sometimes even they may fall and rise again. The civilization of the current cycle is in a golden age. Peace has reigned for 200 years, hard won after 40 years of war over the armies of the dark. Remnants of the ancient civilizations can still be found scattered throughout the land, which is far from completely known. The land contains some secrets so great that no civilization yet has unearthed them. The basic layout of the land is an island with several cities and towns and villages scattered across the land. It's mostly forest lands to the south and mountain ranges to the north and a great desert called the Great Devoid to the northwest. But yeah, there are pockets of settlements scattered here and there. Feel free to check out the map, which I am going to post right now in chat by doing this.
You do the whole stream at this speed.
There we go.
Boys.
There's the map if you want to check out the land. It has several pings, which you can hover over and look at what's what. We are starting our adventure in the town of Covenant. Covenant is an island village. A public ferry makes 2 trips a day to and from the city. Covenant is going to be shown on your screen now. The town of Covenant is divided up into 2 basic districts. You have your business district, which is what you're looking at right now, which has the shops, businesses, and government buildings. And there's southern from this point is the residential area where farmers and homesteads are constructed and people just make their living on the island. Covenant is nestled snugly upon a small island on a lake that is called the Worm's Head. It is a bright and happy place populated primarily by humans, halflings, and a few lake-dwelling Tritons. The major points of interest are all in the business district, which can be seen in the bottom right of the map that you should be looking at right now. Covenant is holding a festival. It is an annual spring celebration. The festival is a celebration of cooperation between all the races. It is one of the major events. The festival is a celebration of cooperation between the races. It is a holiday that commemorates the very first meeting of the Council of the Star, which is the council that basically is made up of the 7 different races. Each of them have a representative on the council, and that council works together to decide the betterment of the land and prosper for all. So it's a collaborative government body made up of 1 member of each race, representing all the races in the world. So this festival in Covenant commemorates the first meeting of the Council of the Star. It is a festival of games, music, food, contests. One of the major events of the festival, well known throughout Covenant and the rest of the nearby settlements of the land, is the Team Challenge Course. So the Team Challenge Course is, as you might guess, a course made up of several challenges. The way that the Team Challenge Course is run is that people of all races sign up to be a part of the challenge course, and they are randomly assigned to teams. So these people are complete strangers. They could be complete strangers to one another. And the theme of the challenge course is to work together to try and get the best score on the challenge course. All of you, 4 adventurers, have come to the village of Covenant, and you decide to sign up for the challenge course because it sounds like a good time. And there's a prize for the top teams of the challenge course, of course. And so as you come to the town of Covenant, it is very happy, very noisy, people running around, festival in full swing. You sign up for the challenge course, and your team, as it is randomly drawn, your team is made up of a Triton, a half-elf, a dwarf, and a Firbolg. As you are waiting for your turn in the team challenge course, you have an opportunity to talk amongst yourselves, get to know your teammates.
Nice.
Here's where you'll introduce yourselves. I'm just going to go down the list. Hey, Carissa, go for it.
Hi, my name is Britt, and so I came here in search of maybe a place to sell my wares. I make jewelry. I don't know if you've ever worn it, but I really like to create something special for each person. So I hope to make this place a place of business, but I don't really know it yet, so I'm just moving around trying to get a feel of the place. Seemed like this game was, I don't know, a hoot.
Excellent point. So this is also where we're going to kind of develop some of your backstory about how you started. Coming to the festival and participating in the challenge course would be an excellent way to put your name out there. If you do well in the challenge course, you could be like, hey, check me out. I sell stuff. Definitely a perfect opportunity to sell and be seen.
And that's what I intend to do.
Dwarf named Britt, female dwarf named Britt. There's also a Firbolg in your midst.
Hello, I am Firbolg.
Hello.
Oi.
I am just here to make sure that no one is destroying more of the wilderness that this settlement has taken over.
Okay, so on that note, so this is once again a golden age of cooperation between the races. There's no ill will, and Firbolgs and the other Firbolgs are a known species, and there is a Firbolg on the Council of the Star. You know, Firbolg have the leader, and they have representation in the Council of the Seven Great Races. So there is there is an understanding between Firbolgs and the rest of civilization that yes, we will make our settlements here, but no, we aren't going to encroach on the Firbolg territories.
I would like to speak to this council Firbolg at some point.
Yo, ease up. Ease up, Firbolg. We're just trying to play a game.
I do not mean to come off in any wrong ways. I'm just here to observe and to participate.
We're a team, okay? We're just trying to win the pot or whatever they're giving us.
I'm also not very dexterous, if that comes into play.
Neither am I.
But nice to meet you.
Cycle,
Nice to meet you too. My name's Ulna. I'm a Triton, and in this time of peace, I'm just taking in the culture and walking around the lands because I have a fascination with land dwellers and dry land in general. There's a lot of mystery here, and just trying to connect and bring the word of persona to you above dwellers, you lung breathers. And
I've never been in the ocean.
nice to meet all of you. I hope we do well in these games here.
It's great to meet you too.
So once again, just kind of speaking to the language of the world, Tritons are also very much a known entity, and there's definitely interaction between Tritons and all the rest of the races. And again, like I said, there is a small number of Tritons who actually live in and around Covenant. So,
is there a Triton on the council?
yes,
Yeah,
the Council
of
of
course.
Seven is made up of the 7 major races.
Yeah.
Where did you crawl out of again?
The
The
world
forest.
is known, and the races.
We know everything about the world
The
at
races,
this point.
the races are all known, and the races are all cooperating with each other in a golden age of peace and prosperity for the land.
I don't know. I don't trust this Firbolg. I'm just joking, of course. It's just a little
Excuse me.
gentle ribbing.
Last but not least, there's a half-elf among you.
Yes, I'm Doran. I'm a fighter. I've come from many lands at this point. I just look for the best fighters I can find to test my skill. I heard there was a competition here. I did not think this is what it would be, but if there is coin to be made, I will make it.
And with that,
Hello.
you have introduced each other, and the challenge course begins. You see that, so the challenge course is made up of 5 challenges. The first is a rope relay. Each party member is given a length of rope, and players must run one at a time along a line of wooden posts. At each post, a runner must stop and must catch the rope end thrown by the previous player. So you're making a line of ropes along these posts. And you have to run, stop, catch the rope from the person behind you. Then another person runs forward, stops, catches the rope from the other person until you make a full line of 4 people. Understood?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Understood.
So the way that the rope relay will work is that you have to use your abilities to run and throw and catch. And you're going to be making ability checks. The point maximum for the rope relay is 20 points. Each failed check you make will deduct a point from your total.
Ooh, no math, no math.
So, you line up at the beginning of the rope relay. If you want to decide, actually, this is going to be a learning experience for me as well, because there is some way for me to do initiative, but I actually have no idea how. I didn't research that.
God damn it, Steve.
I'm just going to do it by hand until I actually figure it out. Everybody roll for initiative. So on your character sheet, there should be a button for initiative.
Firbolg is not initiativist. Hey!
Initiative.
To the turn tracker.
Yes.
Is initiative.
And
I
tells
can't
me-
wait to pull rope with you guys.
tells
I
me
think it should be fun. Although I don't know about this Firbolg here. I don't feel like he really gets it.
I did mention I'm not very dexterous.
So it looks like Britt is
there a-
first.
Is there a challenge where we can talk to animals?
I'm waiting on. Oh, that's Curley. Curley's 7. So, how do you pronounce your name, Kaz?
Doran.
Doran. It's spelled Donron.
Donron.
Doran.
Donron.
Doran.
Donron.
Don't question his, how he pronounces it.
Silent ends in his culture.
After Doran is Firbolg.
Indeed.
And last but not least is Ulna.
I'm a power bottom.
So yeah, first up is Britt. The first thing you have to do is run. This is also gauged on speed, which is why your athletics checks will come into play. So, run, Britt. Roll an athletics check.
Rolling athletics check. If we all do well, I'll make us friendship bracelets, alright?
Don't tease me, girl.
What do you make it out of?
Out of metal.
Okay.
Like big hunks of metal. Did I do it?
You have not. There it is.
It was delayed.
Whoa!
All right, Britt.
I run like
Wow.
that. Oh, my feet are so
Britt
fast.
sprints forward, and before you even notice, she's already at the post and beckoning. Hey, throw me the rope. So next up is I'm gonna keep looking at it and not knowing how to pronounce it. Doran.
Silent end.
I'm like
Imagine
in my
if
head.
I
I know
enter a
one of these
room.
letters is silent. I know some of the letters are silent. Which one? Doran. Doran, you will have to make a dexterity check. So just click dexterity on your.
Let's see it. What the hell? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Dexterity 7. Ooh. Doran does not expect Britt to be so quick, and so he's taken by surprise, and so messes up the rope throw, and so that costs you a point.
Sorry about that dust cloud.
So Britt has to walk forward and bend down and pick up the rope and go back to her position there. So now it's Donron's turn.
Just say it how you feel it.
Doran's turn to run. So Doran, make an athletics check.
It's Doran, you moron.
16. Doran sprints forward, making up for the throw, sprints forward very quickly, and gets into position.
All right.
From her position, Britt now has to throw her rope towards Doran. Britt, roll a dexterity check.
Throw me the rope, you quick dwarf.
You quick dwarf.
Quick dwarf.
Oh,
7. Oh, much like Doran, Britt.
We can
is
run, but we can't throw.
off with the throw, so
It
Doran has to
seems-
step forward, bend down, pick up the rope, and get back in position. Next up, the Firbolg has to run forward into position, so the Firbolg will roll an athletics check.
I am quite quick for my size. I lied. This Firbolg is quite embarrassed.
You are very slow watching the others. You're like,
I
can do
think
this.
I was like so confident of my strength, and I tried really like hard, and I just was overzealous and slipped at the first point. Like,
So you get into position, and
oh God.
you get into position, and so Doran has to throw the rope to you now.
What was that? Dex?
Correct. I actually think I mixed up. Yeah, I did mix up. But whatever, we're gonna go with it. So Dex from Doran. Ooh, unfortunately, Doran cannot throw for
We
anything.
can't throw. Look, get the bad rolls out now.
We're just throwing limp rope like halfway to each other. This team's gonna go well.
I think
wet.
the rope is made out
rope
of
is
members.
I take it. I go get to the rope now.
Yes.
So Firbolg's holding the rope. Last but not least, Ulna runs forward to the last position. Ulna, roll athletics check. Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Speedy on land and water. Sprints forward, gets into position, and Firbolg has to throw the rope to Ulna. Firbolg, roll a dex check.
Bring it here, Firbolg.
Where? Why does that not? How do you? I need more.
You got
I'm
this,
just gonna do
Firbert.
acrobatics.
Forever.
Yes.
That was
Did
an
it make it?
acrobatics. That wasn't a dex check, but
I can't figure out. Oh, it's on the actual name. My bad.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. You got
It's a dex check.
it's a dex check, same thing. So you do not throw the rope well enough, and Ulna has to bend down to pick it up.
Okay.
I was just copying all of you guys.
Once the rope is complete, the first player must run forward towards the end of the line, joined by the others as they're passed. So, first in the chain is Britt. You have to roll another athletics check.
All right, here we go. We can do this.
How many points did we need?
Did it do
Max,
it?
the max is 20. Britt sprints forward easily and is then joined by Doran. Doran, run a athletics.
Athletics. We got this. Oh.
Oh, bouncing around.
Doran
Gosh.
picks up the pace, equally keeps up with Britt. Next up in the line is Firbolg. The Firbolg. Roll athletics.
Athletics. Here I come. Not gonna mess this one up. And there it goes.
Yes, the Firbolg sprints forward with the rest of them. And finally, Ulna. You
Wait
all
for me.
run together towards the finish line. Yes, you all
Right behind you.
make it to the finish line. Your total score is 15. A possible score of 20. You score a respectable 15.
Did we do well, guys?
Not well enough.
All right, dry erase markers running out. Give me a moment.
What's important is that we learned about teamwork. It's not about winning, it's the journey. Or
Can I
something.
talk to the Firbolg on the council now?
Well, what's each of your favorite types of metal?
New
Just
dry erase marker.
Wood.
Kind that doesn't rust.
Doesn't rust, all
Well
right.
oiled, I
The
guess.
second
The kind-
event. The second
two.
event is the ring drop. This one is a small copper ring is suspended from a pole. Challengers must drop the ring to the ground from 60 feet away. An array of tools and simple weapons are scattered on a table at the distance marker, and there are also a series of poles that interconnect to make a very, very long
Weird.
reaching pole.
Oh.
And so
Okay.
somebody has to choose. You get 5 attempts to drop this ring to the ground. So it's suspended by a flimsy-looking length of thatch.
So there's a ring in the sky.
There is I don't want to say a hangman's post, but that's the easiest way to describe it. It's a hangman's post that has a small ring suspended from a flimsy-looking piece of thatch. So it's just hanging 60 feet away.
Oh my gosh, out of the way. I want to try first.
I want to look at the tools and stuff that are on the table. with
There's
the
a
pole.
small array of tools, including throwing knives, a short bow,
Oh my gosh.
caltrops, clubs, scraps of metal.
I'm going to use my sickle.
Okay.
The range on a sickle is...
I look at the judges to see if it's okay to use my own implement.
Yeah.
Awesome. Persona guide you.
The range, a sickle is not a thrown weapon. So you
Is there a
surmise that
there's
it
a
would be
javelin
ineffective.
on the table?
Yes, there are.
What's the attribute for throwing?
A javelin is
It's wisdom now. I
thrown
think.
weapon, so you can use strength to throw a javelin.
I grab the javelin and I line up a shot
All
right
right.
at the thing.
Make a
Say
So it's
athletics.
so make a strength throw.
All right. Any, many, money. Come on, ring. That's
Oh, the javelin falls short.
Oh no.
I slink away, very embarrassed as I
sorry,
see
that
a
was
slight
one.
tint of red.
That was one of your 5 attempts.
Shameful.
We only get 5. Ah, shite.
Okay, I'm
probably-
going to try to throw the javelin.
Ulna picks up the javelin and chucks it. Ulna, with
Strength
speed and
save.
grace, picks up the javelin and... What are you aiming at?
I'm aiming at the thatch.
All right. So the javelin tears through the thatch and the ring drops to the ground. You took 2 tries to accomplish this. So you have 1 point deducted. Your total score is 4 for the ring drop.
Yes.
Nice work on the...
Next,
Persona guide this wayward Firbolg.
You did very well.
next event of the challenge course is the Piledriver. A heavy wooden post must be driven into the ground. There is a a wooden post lying on the ground. It is surrounded by several woven baskets, and you know that 4 hammers are hidden amongst the woven baskets. So you have to find the hammers using either perception or investigation, and you have to hammer the post in using athletics.
Using athletics.
The maximum points for this is 20. Each failed check will deduct a point.
Firbolg wants to prove himself.
I
And he's
wanna.
going for it.
Wait.
Wait.
Let me think.
Hold me back.
So we can keep going in initiative order. Let's say
Perception.
Britt is first up. If you want to try and find a hammer, roll either a perception or investigation.
I'm a dwarf. I think I can find a hammer.
You
So,
can just sniff them out of the air, huh?
Being
what?
very observant of the crowd.
You got hammer sense is the spell.
I have iron in my nose. Okay, so it was perception or what,
Or
Steve?
investigation.
We're going with perception.
You find a hammer.
Ah, told you I can smell it. So,
Next up
then
is Doran gets a chance to find a hammer.
Oh,
right,
great. I
I'm gonna
just
use my
cradle
perception.
my hammer while I wait.
I look at all the baskets and
This is
I
happening
notice which ones are more indented into the ground.
Oh,
Yes, you do. Doran finds a hammer. Next up is the Firbolg. Perception or
Firbolg.
investigation to find a hammer.
It's going to be perception. I'm going to perceive extremely hard, and I'm very, very concentrating on not embarrassing myself this time. So, it's,
Yep.
oh hell yeah!
First try, hammer. Firbolg.
Good, the
There-
tree
there's
has
a-
done
there-
something.
there is an audible like exhalation and sigh as I pull open that thing and I see a hammer. I'm like, yes. I mean, okay. I got this.
And of course, Ulna. Trying to find a hammer with perception or investigation. Ulna, everybody gets a hammer. Bingo, bango.
Guys, I got one.
So now you have to drive the post into the ground. There's already a small indentation where it starts, so you can get it in position and begin hammering. Britt, roll an athletics check.
Athletics check. Here we go.
Come on, Brett.
Britt gives a mighty thwack and starts the post to being driven.
Got a lot of people
Doran,
to impress.
Doran, roll an athletics check.
What you can't handle with your eyes, you handle with your fist.
Doran follows suit with an equally mighty thwack onto the post.
Nice.
The Firbolg takes a swing with an athletics check.
I got this.
Yes. The strongest hit yet. The Firbolg comes down with a mighty kapow onto the post, going deeper and deeper into the ground. Ulna, unfortunately, Ulna cannot keep up with the pace, and Ulna does an ineffectual clunk with her hammer. It's still not all the way in yet. Britt, top of the round, roll another athletics check.
Alright,
not have
here
hope.
we go. Oh,
Another mighty hit by Britt. Yes, going further and further down. Doran, roll an athletics check. Doran, another big hit from Doran. The Firbolg takes another swing with athletics. Yes,
Boom.
jeez, big hits all around. And Ulna, once again. Ulna hits it in, yes.
All right,
There we go.
Everybody.
getting there.
Last round of pile driving. Britt, one more.
this reminds me of the old days.
They did trick us to do
Oh,
manual
no.
labor.
Britt
I was
got
too busy
two-
talking about my past.
Did you do one of
Doran.
those things where you hit your thumb instead? Like,
Doran rolls, keeps up the pace. With another mighty hit. The Firbolg goes. Another mighty hit from the Firbolg. And last but not least, Ulna with the last hit of the challenge. Yes.
There we go.
Nice.
Awesome. Well done, everybody. You missed only 2 checks of that one. So your total is 18
Not bad, team.
for the pile driver.
Pretty good.
remember the
Yeah.
time we found those hammers really quick? We're really happy about that. That was a good job.
Pretty good for a early workout.
The 4th event is one of the crowd favorites. This event is known as the Poison Apple. 4 pies are arranged on a table. 1 pie is a delicious apple pastry. The other 3 are filled with a harmless yet foul-tasting alder fruit. The team must choose a pie and eat the whole thing.
Can I
Okay.
do a nature check to see if I can tell the one with fruit, or
You
I guess
can.
maybe the pungent?
You can do a nature check.
All right. I know fruits.
In fact, everybody can roll either a perception, a nature, or a medicine check.
Perception, nature, or what?
I'll roll-
You know what? I'm gonna just do perception.
I'll do medicine. Oh, I got a 9.
Firbolg has an idea. Ulna and Doran do not. Oh, this is 50-50. 2 of you think it's this pie. 2 of you think it's the other pie. You guys have to choose which team you're going to go with. Are you going
I
to go
would
team?
go with mine, guys.
I'm following the bulg.
Yeah, I'll follow the
Ah,
tree. I'll follow
mine
the tree.
The bulge.
of pies is not as good as my sense of hammers.
I-
Let's go with the treat.
I can
I have-
sniff out an apple from anywhere. It's a feature of mine.
So the Firbolg chooses a pie.
I'm
by the way,
confident enough. I'll eat it.
the score for this one is just a flat 5 points for the correct pie and 0 points for no pie.
No pie?
So the Firbolg chooses a pie, and you all take a slice. It's a small pie, so there's only 4 slices. You all take a slice, and you all bite into the pie. Everybody make a Constitution check. Constitution saving throw. Sorry. So there's a section for saving throws. So roll a Constitution save.
Big rolls, boys.
20, 15, 17, 14. This was the correct pie. You bite into the apple pie.
Yum.
It is delicious.
What was it gonna be like? A quarter of it was bad if someone rolled.
Nah, I just wanted to scare you.
Yeah,
Culture.
I told you all. Delicious apple pie.
Oh.
For
Easiest
the
spot.
culture.
Last but not least is the final event, the ring dive. The challenge course ends at the water's edge. 4 copper rings are submerged in the shallows of the lake. The challengers must retrieve all 4 rings in order to complete the course.
Oh my god.
This is going to be a combination of swimming, which is athletics, and holding your breath, which is constitution.
Well, you know.
This is, again, a maximum of 20 points, and each failed check will deduct 1 point.
I assume we should
what
let
if-
the fish handle
Yeah,
this.
What if you're
I
amphibious?
agree with this. I have not been in the ocean.
You can, as a team, decide to let it rest on the shoulders of one person. That may or may not go well.
Oh hell yes.
I can do a little tap on the shoulder of.
Guys, I can breathe air and water. But you know that
we
because
know-
we're in a
we know.
time of
So
gold and
the way,
time of
mechanically speaking, if you all go for it at the same time, it's fewer checks overall. If one person does it, it's more checks overall.
You know what? We're a team. We
mean-
could all give it. It's just for fun, guys.
Do you think in the shallows?
I'm always
going
up.
to the water.
I'm always up for any battle put in front of me.
I mean, I'm pretty short, but I'll give it a try.
All right, sounds like we're all going as a team. So let's
I
see.
don't.
First up, Britt. Britt, you have to swim out to one of the rings. Roll athletics check.
Wait a minute, I'm going first. Hi.
You rolled. Ooh.
Yeah, you swim out
it
easily.
It's like, is that a 13 or a 1?
sat on that one for a while, didn't it?
Doran, roll an athletics check to swim out to a ring. 22.
Oh my God.
Doran also swims out easily to a ring.
Are you sure you're not half Triton?
The Firbolg swims out.
I'm trepidatious.
Athletics check.
That's
Oh,
the
unfortunately, the Firbolg is dense and struggles to make it. That's one.
reason. Okay, I'm not buoyant. I'm
Reduction.
down underwater.
You're walking on the bottom.
Last but not least, hope you don't embarrass yourself, Ulna.
No way.
Oh,
Oh,
Ulna
jeez.
embarrasses herself.
So, given the fact that we both got to 9, are we in like the same spot, like the same progress?
Well, you're going towards different rings, so you're
Oh, yeah.
you know, you just have trouble getting there. You're a little overzealous, Ulna, trying to show off. And instead of making lots of progress, you're just like doing flips and swimming around real gracefully, but you're not making progress toward the objective. Is the thing.
Just wanted to get moist.
It's not that you're a bad swimmer. It's just you're not paying attention. You're happy to be in the water.
We get it. We get it.
Distracted.
Playing around.
So, Britt, you are over your ring, so you can dive down to get your ring. So
Dang.
make a Constitution check to see if you can hold your breath.
Constitution check.
You
So
should just
this
click.
is a little mechanics. I'm just clicking on the Constitution that's on the left side, right?
Correct.
Not the Constitution saving. Great.
Correct. The small Constitution above your big number.
Aye!
Blah, 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 blah.
So, Britt does not manage to hold her breath long enough to get the ring, and she bubbles
Oh
to
my
the
God.
surface without the ring.
Where's Britt?
Small lungs.
I
Doran,
haven't surfaced yet.
roll a Constitution check. That was a Constitution save, but even so, you still got it. That was a 20 total. Doran has got the ring, holding it aloft triumphantly.
Yes,
Won the ring.
I've won this battle.
The Firbolg next still has to swim more towards his ring. roll a athletics check. There you go.
Yes.
You made it
Yeah.
to your ring.
I was inspired by watching the fish splash about.
And Ulna has to continue swimming towards the ring. Roll an athletics check, Ulna.
Come on, Ulna. You got this. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
critical.
There it is, boys.
Ulna
I just had to wet my gills.
easily swims back over once she gets the hang of the water. Back up to Britt. Britt, roll another Constitution check to dive down and get your ring. Oh, not quite. Not quite.
No.
Once again, Britt bubbles up to the surface and starts coughing.
I'm getting lightheaded.
You need help.
Is this the Sonic drowning music start to play?
Oh no.
This is a battle between you and the water.
Doran has a ring, so Doran can choose to help one of your companions. If you choose to help one of your companions, you will give them advantage on the next roll.
I will help Britt.
All right, so next up is Firbolg has to make a Constitution save to dive down.
Hold my breath. Oh god.
Oh, not quite. Not quite. This is the event. This is the one event. The Firbolg cannot dive down well enough to grab the ring. Hard to see underwater. Ulna, dive down with a Constitution check. Ulna, roll with advantage. This is a good practice. So you have the toggle at the top of your character sheet to toggle advantage. There you go. Boom! Ulna grabs the ring.
Sweet.
Ulna and Doran both have rings. It is now Britt's turn. So, Britt, Doran swims over to you, and you go under the surface, and Doran kind of kicks off of you, pushing you downwards, giving you a bit of an advantage. So, Britt, roll with advantage. Again, on the top of your character sheet, you should see a triple toggle that says advantage, disadvantage, normal. Click on advantage, and then roll your check.
All right.
Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah.
Britt has retrieved the ring.
So all it takes is to be a little more mighty.
And
Thank you. I
Paladin.
was gonna drown on that last one. Thank you.
and
I'm trying to figure out the cockiness that he has. I gotta fucking
Cocky Paladin is interesting, but I like it.
last but not least, or not last but not least, but once again, it's Doran's turn. So Doran, you can choose again to help if you wish. The Firbolg is the last one.
Yeah, the Firbolg is the last one. Yeah, so I'll help the tree.
Doran paddles over and gives the Firbolg an advantage to your Constitution check. Firbolg, roll it.
Thank you very much, good friend.
That was singular.
Oh, the
but
hell!
still,
Hey,
Oh my god.
Didn't need it.
you all have gotten your rings.
It was only because of you that I was able to excel.
You have to be as mighty as the trees.
Firbolg's high five. Can we try that?
I don't high five.
So you come out of the water with the rings held high, and the crowd that was watching is cheering you. Yay! Oh, that was great! Yeah, that was fantastic. Yeah, I think that was fantastic. You think it was?
I take the
yeah.
praise and admiration of the entertainer that I am.
I do a very small bow, but do not really acknowledge it.
Your total
Bow
score,
before Draven.
your total score is 30, 48, 52, 57. 57
Oh my God.
out of a
Nice.
possible 70.
It's a solid.
Ooh.
That's a solid score.
As you are
that like
led, as you're led to the winner's circle, you see two other teams are on the pedestals. There's a first place,
That's a
second
B.
place, third place. The third place team scored a 30. The second place team scored a 55.
Oh my god.
You all scoring a 57. Take
Oh, Platano bless us.
the
all.
gold star.
I was gonna offer to fight them for it, but it's fine.
So this is a good segue into a fact about the land. The land is very, very rich in magic. Magic items are pretty common, all things told. As such, the prize for first place of this challenge course is a small golden medal in the shape of a star, known as the Gold Star.
What?
This is a trinket which has a slight magical enchantment on it. You can use this trinket once and then the enchantment fades.
Mm.
At any time, you can add +4 to a single d20 roll of your choice. Gold star.
No way. No way. That's too cool.
I'm not. Firbolg is not even interested.
Where do you guys come up with this stuff? I guess it's magic.
Magic is
I'll
very
I'll pocket
known
it. I mean,
throughout the world. It is
Yeah.
Magic is all pretty much common.
What magic?
Another
super cool. What is this thing called, Steve? It's just called the Gold
the
Star.
golden star.
The gold
yeah.
star of the Covenant
Gold
challenge course. Gold star of Covenant.
Mm.
Of Covenant.
I grabbed it. I'll hold on to it. You know, maybe we can.
That is-
I don't
each,
know.
Fine
Sorry,
with
you
me.
each get one. If I didn't.
Oh,
make that
okay.
clear.
Oh
That
yeah, I
one.
was letting them all decide.
I was like, I don't want it either. I don't care about magic.
I thank whoever's giving these out and say, okay, and I put it in my bag, whatever.
Yeah,
Like, whatever.
the mayor of the town is giving them out. She,
Okay. Is he like the mayor in Jaws?
the mayor. Where's my mayor? The mayor is a human woman named Lauren Windrunner.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.
Here, please
Windrunner.
accept these gold stars. Very well done. We haven't seen a show like that since last year. Ha 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 ha. It's a joke because we have this annually.
Yes.
As winners of all the participant teams of the challenge course are, of course, invited to join us at the Fallen Tower, which is a restaurant, which is part of the festival. Join us at the Fallen Tower. We shall treat you to a grand dinner as a thank you and as a symbol of the cooperation between the races.
Oh my God, yes.
Hooray!
Will the Firbolg Council member
Thank
do
you.
that?
It's a little
Windrunner.
needy right now, Firbolg. It's a little creep town. Okay.
Having desire is nothing more than desire.
To ask him some questions.
Can I put this gold star on a chain and wear it around my neck?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Steve, does this gold star have a name or is it a made-up item?
it's
Maybe it's like a
The
pin.
Gold Star of Covenant.
it's not
Oh, okay.
it's not in the book.
Okay, just making sure. I can always import those when I want.
It gives a +4 to a D20 roll.
Used once, and then the enchantment fades.
Mhm.
And then it's just a regular star.
And it's still made of gold, but it's
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it's like worth one gold piece. It's a small little gold star.
The craftsmanship is all right.
And so that is also a segue in terms of money. Money is always kind of a weird thing in D&D, but I think
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with the basic rules that are set down in the player's handbook. So, a 1 gold piece goes a long way in terms of just daily conveniences. Most farmers and normal people deal with copper, not gold. So anytime a gold is flashed around, it's like kind of a big deal. It's like, oh wow, they got a whole gold, man, that's pretty good.
Like when we paid 10 gold to a guy to run an elevator for us that he was already doing as his job. And that man was like, I'm retiring. Goodbye.
But yeah, money is kind of weird in D&D. I'm going to attempt to give you more opportunities to spend money, and that's kind of how it ties into the magic. There's going to be more magic in this world, so you can have an opportunity to spend more money more easily and get things that you might actually want. But yes, that was the challenge course of Covenant. After the challenge course winds down, the crowd is still congratulating you. People are patting you on the back, saying,
Oh,
"Wow,
yes,
that was
thank
really
you.
cool.
Thank
Oh,
you.
geez.
Your admiration is welcomed.
Man,
I
you didn't
I-
run very well, but you got that swimming going on. When you threw that javelin, that was real cool, man."
Thank you. Oh my God.
So,
I just start to wander around. I'm looking at the sights in the town.
yeah,
I
the
don't-
sights
I don't
is
need this praise.
it's a festival. It's a good time. There's a bunch of little
I will-
events and games and contests.
I will sign anything. Weapons, armor, children.
And so eventually the day kind of wears down and it gets to the evening, and you take up the mayor's offer to get a nice hot meal for free. And so you head over to the Fallen Tower, which is just the name of the food establishment that is serving dinner. And I'm going to move you over to the area of the market that has the Fallen Tower, which is this one.
All right.
Aw.
So
Remember
now,
this.
once again, it's still a festival. You are all hanging out around this table that they set up with food and drink and stuff. There's a small entertainer's platform where right now a bard and a juggler are performing. There's some scattered people around. It's having a good time. You guys are sitting together because the teams the teams have been given tables where the teams can sit and hang out. And so this is another opportunity for you to talk amongst yourselves and learn anything, praise each other, pat each other on the back, whatever, what have you. Do a little bit of role playing.
You guys were quite capable back there. If it was left up to me, obviously, I would have not been able to get that first place.
Firbolg, we got to figure out a name for you. It's really like, it's not a big deal. Like, we can just call you Firbolg, but if we run into some more Firbolg, it's going to get confusing really fast.
I have run into other people in my travels. You can call me whatever you please. It's fine. Firbolg, F-man.
F's in chat.
Turbo.
I knew this one group that just called me Guy with Stick, and it's fine. It doesn't matter.
It's a little too many syllables.
Apples. You've smelt that apple pie right out.
You have to have a name that
true,
is
you
as
call it
grand as the
pie.
I
things
know,
you
you
do.
guys and your names. If you must, but I don't care.
Apples are from the trees.
I will be called Apples from here on.
Do you bear fruit?
No, I have. I recreate and procreate like the rest of you.
Not the kind that you can eat, girl, okay?
Are you asking if I lay eggs? I do not lay eggs as a Firbolg. They're quite humanoid, even though bigger in stature.
Have you guys heard of the teachings of Persona?
Steve, oh, sorry, go on.
I'm just asking you a question.
I
think I haven't settled on a name for Firbie over here.
Oh yeah,
Firbie.
that's true. Yeah, Firbie's good. I
That's
like
a new one. I've not heard of that.
Oh, well, if
Firbie.
it doesn't offend you, then Firbie.
It's the most offensive part is the fact that you need a name, but I'll take it. It doesn't matter.
All
I'm
right,
gonna lean in
Firbie.
a freaking accent. I always do that with you, Chris. I hate it.
Don't blame me. All right, so that's then you're Firbie. Great. I
Firbie
like-
sounds good to me.
That's fine.
We can market it.
Let
Really?
me write it down on my sheet real quick.
The
feel like-
Firbmeister.
I'm sorry. Damn it, it's gonna happen. Britt, are there two B's in Firbie?
You tell us, Firbie.
Sorry, I was thinking about something else.
The second B is silent.
I think it's if you are if you want to be a little bit different.
Different than what? You made this name up.
Different than the other Furbies over, I don't know, whatever you want.
This reminds me of a friend named Kirby.
Does it fit on a banner?
You guys are impressive. Where did you learn your mad skills?
I'm a fighter. I travel and I find people to fight. It is that simple.
Are you from the island?
I'm not from this one. At this point,
Don't
really remember.
Technically, you are. You're from the land.
Oh, from the land. Yes.
I try to change the subject of where we're from.
Ideally, you choose a city or settlement from the map that I sent out.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't need specifics right now. Just trying to get a general sense of who you are.
You don't have any underwater kingdoms, do you, Steve?
Not written on the map yet, but
Okay.
Well, there is Scales is like the most seafaring place.
I mean, I've been on land for a long time now, just roaming the lands and taking in the culture, trying to spread the word of Persona. But I'm originally from the ocean,
I mean,
and
Sam,
someday I'd like to.
I can leave it up to you if you want to make up some underwater settlement. You can reference it. It's not gonna. I mean, obviously, yeah. Make
I'll
up an
be
underwater
vague
settlement.
about it.
Is it sort of a domain of Zora that you might have come from?
Someday, you guys, I'd like to. I could take you guys on a tour. It'd be very difficult, but I mean, we could. You never know.
Do you have a ginger daughter?
What?
No way.
As you are all
Ariel.
talking amongst yourselves, something strange happens. As you're talking and eating, a crow flutters onto your table. This crow has
Whoa.
one milky white eye and one regular eye, and there seems to be something tied to its leg.
I without even like being worried about it, I'm just like, hello, good crow. I have, by the way, speech of beast and leaf. I have the ability to communicate in a limited manner with beasts and plants. They understand the meaning of my words, though I have no special ability to understand them back.
Yep.
So, hello, crow. What are you doing here?
Ooh, there seems to
What
be
did it say? What did it say,
tight-
Firbie?
I can't understand it. They can understand me.
Then why did you ask it a question?
I just said hello, and then I have no problem interpreting what they do, but you're just squawking, crow. What do you have something for us?
It looks like it's got something on its leg. Can you use your, gentle forest ways to get that note off of there?
Does the crow look like it wants to give me this note?
The crow is standing on the table in the middle of 4 people in a hustle and bustle of a market.
I reach out for the note.
You take the note and you unfurl it, and the message simply reads, "Follow me. We need your help."
The note says, "Follow me. We need your help."
And as
No way.
you remove the message from the crow's leg and read it aloud, it hops off the table, flutters down to the ground, takes a few steps, and looks back towards you.
I just get up and start following it.
Oh, do we want to talk about this, or are we going to follow the crew?
I'm down
I
for
do
a follow.
cast Divine Sense.
Oh,
I'm following the crow.
Click your Divine Sense button.
Boom. Boom. Wait. Where is that?
Should be
It's
on your
in-
character sheet on the right.
Features and
Features
traits.
and traits.
I'm clicking on it, but do I have to? Oh, there we go.
Whoop.
Is that right, Steve?
Yeah, then it shows the card so we can all read it. if
Oh,
needed.
okay. Feature. I can sense basically if there's any powerful good or powerful evil, right?
Correct. You use your Divine Sense. You do not sense any powerful evil. You get a nice ping from the Church of Pelor, which is in the town. That's what you feel with your Divine Sense.
All right, feels good to me.
All right, well, I barely know you, but let's follow a crow together.
Is
They're
it
gonna
walking, Steve? Is it waddling on the ground?
Right now, yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
A little looking back and forth, chirp, chirp.
It
Better
looks
be a
back
good
towards
fight
the
in
table
this.
and caws.
let's go.
Donron, let's go.
What
are you
We're
doing?
going.
Yeah, let's go.
You're sitting at the table, you goof.
This is practice for moving your token.
Remember, I'm making you a friendship bracelet.
There we go.
Can you make one out of wood instead? I have some
course
nice.
I-
The crow leads you away, half hopping, half fluttering, away from the bustle of the festival grounds. It takes you away to some of the business buildings which have been closed for the evening, and it takes you into the back of one, and it hops up upon a barrel, and it scratches around the edge of the barrel for a second, and it begins pulling out another slip of paper with its beak.
I reach.
It
for
slips
the
out
paper.
the slip of paper, and you take a
Read
look at
it.
the paper, and it says, "I'm tall when young, I'm short when old. Who am I?"
I
Wait.
do not understand this.
Say that one more time, crow.
The note reads,
I'm tall when young and short when old.
I hand this to the
Hmm.
paladin.
Well,
Crow,
it's obviously a riddle. Does anybody know like something that's tall when it's young and old it gets smaller?
Normally humans.
Maybe like like a flower wilt.
Us Firbolg stay tall our whole lives.
Fire? Maybe
Fire
like
is good.
a fire will burn out type of thing. Man, screw fire, am I right? It drives me right out.
Fires do not do well in the woods. I appreciate if they stay far away.
Is that the
Right.
whole riddle? Tall when young, short when old.
that is all
That's
that
all
is
it
written
says.
on the paper. I'm tall when I'm young, I'm short when I'm old. Who am I?
Short and old.
What about like a wave?
That's not a bad guess.
No, it's your fire guess made me think of it.
It said, "Who am I?" Does that mean
Who?
it's a thing, like an actual, like, creature?
Oh, instead of what? Yep. Who am I?
Everything I know gets bigger. You know what I mean? Like, gets bigger. And when you're young, how can you be tall?
Give you another minute to attempt to get it in real life. Otherwise, you can roll checks.
Don't like who.
I think we can get it.
I'm gonna go with a perception check. Or
Yeah,
is it intelligence?
I'm gonna have to roll for that one.
Is it a tree that's been cut down?
I mean, trees and humans start.
I assume it's the
small,
aging
and then-
by aging naturally they become smaller.
Yeah. But I mean, trees start small. Humans start small,
Yeah.
Right.
grow, and then become.
And then
Even
they
a
make
fire.
shrink a little. Yeah.
Fires and waves start small too, technically.
My wallet.
Oh, that's true.
No clue. I'm ready to roll for all that on that
You
one.
got 10 seconds left.
A horse?
You'll get a bonus if you get it.
It's spatula. I'm just thinking of words.
Did you say spatula?
Yes, sometimes gibberish just pops into my head.
Is it a beer?
Vines?
Beer.
Is
All
it
right.
my dignity?
Everybody
mead.
can roll an insight check.
Insight. Oh,
I am not
That's not what I meant to
insightful.
insight.
Oh, sorry. I left
Wow.
advantage on.
Surprisingly,
Didn't help you.
surprisingly, Ulna is the one to answer this. Ulna thinks for a moment, rattles a few thoughts around her head, and then surprisingly says, "What about a candle?" And when the word candle is spoken, you hear the crow.
Oh, see, we were on it
Cool.
with the fire.
You hear the
I think we were
crow-
closest with the spatula.
When the word candle is spoken, you hear the crow speak. Ah, yes. You finally got it. My name is Candle. Hello, I bid you greeting.
Wow, I've not had a bird talk back. Hello. I usually only get to talk to you one way.
My name is Candle, and I was watching you during the challenge course. You all performed very, very well. And it was
As I do.
decided that we would ask for your aid. I am part of the Council of Crows. We are a group of crows that hold dominion over Covenant. We need your help. Our king, the king of the crows, is missing. We need help from you large ones to find him. We have little to offer in return, but if you follow
Payment is
me
not-
to the council chambers, I shall give you a reward that you tall ones appreciate. Will you follow me?
If there's
I
coin
absolutely
at the
will.
end,
I
will
don't
follow.
need any rewards, though. Do not fear. I'm just here to help, and I have no
Is
plans
this
for the
normal
day.
for? I mean, I've been on land for a long time, but a talking bird, cool.
I can tell you I've talked to many birds, and it is not normal that they talk back.
Yeah,
That's
Hey,
sounds
look-
familiar to me.
Candle, I didn't sense any evil just now, so I feel like I'm down to follow you.
Little Candle, are you magic?
I am not magic, but the enchantment upon this parchment allows me to communicate with you tall ones.
Can we okay.
I'll buy that.
Do you want your parchment back? Your magical
You
parchment?
Yes,
want to hide it
please.
for another group of
Okay.
adventurers so that they can.
Olna delicately folds it up and slips it back into his little crowfoot holder.
He begins maneuvering it back inside the crack of the barrel where he pulled it from.
Oh,
So you do this a lot?
No, this is a time of dire need for the Congress of Crows.
well
do
then we
not-
best not waste time.
Who wrote on the parchment for you?
Oh, that was our oracle. We will
Oh.
talk about her in a moment. But first, I shall introduce you to the Council of Crows. Follow me, please.
Absolutely.
And Candle.
All right, well,
Candle flutters about and leads you away towards one of the farmsteads, which is in Covenant. and takes you to an old stable, which appears to have been unused for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
You step inside the stable, and you're met with the gazes of dozens of crows perched among the rafters. In the fading light, they look almost otherworldly as the twilight of the setting sun reflects upon their glossy black feathers. As you step inside, Candle enters, flutters up to the rafters, and caws to his kin in the language of the crows, which you cannot understand. Another slightly smaller crow flutters beside him and seems to caw back at him. If you had to take a stab at the emotion that this other crow was feeling, it would be anger based on what you see.
Do not fear us. We are friends. We come in peace.
Smaller crow glares at you for a moment, and then
I glare
caws
back.
at Candle. Candle says, yes, I know. Congress of Crows. These heroes performed admirably in the challenge course, and they have agreed to help us find our king. The Congress of Crows caws in adulation. Or anger? We don't really know.
I'm here to help all creatures of this earth, or of this land, the land.
That is excellent to hear. Our king has been missing for 3 days. By the law of the Congress of Crows, his rulership will be forfeit if he does not appear by dawn tomorrow. This is a problem because at the mention of the throne will be forfeit, the crows descend into a bunch of cawing and cackling. Like that causes some unrest.
Oh my gosh.
Who is set to succeed his throne if he does not show up?
That is undecided as of yet. The closest confidants of the king was myself and my friend here. The other smaller crow begins puffing itself up.
Let's go, Scooby-Doo. I got this.
No offense, but do you suspect, no offense on the pun, but do you suspect foul play?
Oh.
The crows would never betray their own kind.
Hey, sorry, I don't know bird law, you know.
The crows would never betray their own kind. If anything, it is the other animal houses of Covenant that have committed this atrocity. The night hounds, the dogs of Covenant, have long been our tenuous neighbors. They bark and they growl when we come close, and they steal the food that we attempt to snatch from the tall ones. Worse still is the Rat Covenant, living beneath the feet of those foul rats, disease carriers. Long have they attempted to encroach upon the top lands.
Wow, this is complicated.
Well, being neutral, good. I don't actually care to get in the middle of your warfare, but I also do not want to see a king or any bird die at the hands of something that is unnecessary for a simple political reason. So I will rescue your king, but I will not fight your wars for you.
That is fine. We look to our own. It is only this extreme circumstance that draws us to ask for your aid. You shall be rewarded. And as he says, you shall be rewarded, he grabs a pouch from among the rafters and drops it down to the ground.
I pick it up.
You pick it up, and you see it is filled with shiny trinkets of metal, such as bolts and washers and screws, but it does also contain 20 actual gold coins.
I take a heavy sigh, but I go, coin is coin.
I have no need for your coins or your jewels. I am here to protect.
The smaller crow caws and begins nipping slightly at Candle. Candle sidesteps, avoiding this crow. The king, the only clue that we may have is that the king frequented our oracle, Bruitwaddle, who can be found at the docks.
Well,
What is this Bruitwaddle?
Bruitwaddle.
As good as a clue as any.
I shall accompany you to guide you around town should you need directions.
What, do any of your other crows have enchantments to be able to speak to people?
Not currently. Our oracle is the one who scribbles the notes, and it was in haste that I obtained mine.
Can we meet your oracle?
Absolutely.
That's what we're.
I can guide you to her now if you wish.
Yeah, I mean, let's do it.
It seems the most.
Yeah.
I just want to
interesting
help.
place to start this. To start this investigation.
I feel bad for you, crows.
As long as the creatures respect the wilderness. I will
Creatures need
protect
their
them.
people need their leaders, and I guess creatures do too.
If it's true that one of the other groups stole your king, I am on board to get him back for you. That's pretty lame.
It is unbecoming of respecting the natural order of things.
Very
All
well.
right, well, nothing else to do. Let's do this.
I will lead you to the oracle. And with that, Candle flutters up and flies to the exit of the stable.
It beats throwing javelins at rings.
I
Hey,
did
man,
need more
You
of
got a
that.
gold star out of that. It's pretty cool.
The docks are to the north side of the town,
Okay.
and Candle begins leading you through the buildings. Twists and turns through the buildings, and the light has faded, so it is now nighttime proper. And Candle leads you to an alleyway,
Ooh.
which, hang on, I'm going to grab all of you. Let's see if I can do this. I've seen this done once. I'm going to pull you here. I'm going to pull you here. All of you, copy. I'm going to bring you to this map. And I'm going to show you this map.
Ooh.
Oh well, I don't know how to copy and paste yet, but I will.
We'll learn. We're learning.
Now, I will get your tokens back.
So I want to use that hermit in my background. Is that cool?
I'm gonna run real quick.
Sure.
Sweet.
We got Britt. We got Ulna. Controlled by Sam. Got Donron. Controlled by Kaz.
Do a quick whiz. I'll be right back.
And we have... Did you actually decide on Firbie?
Yeah.
All right. Firbie. Controlled by...
Firbie.
I like it.
Firbie. He's French.
Firbolg. Fear to be.
Firbie.
All right. And the crow. Crow.
Candle.
Sam said he'd be right back. Dungeons and Dragons, feeling good. So yeah.
At this point, I realize I'm literally just writing out like 8 different plots of different martial arts movies, but I'm making it work.
So, as a half elf, do you praise Pelor or praise Coralon?
Good question.
Oh no, I don't know. Religion is always weird.
Not the thing as
I
I
have
hear,
returned.
gods do exist.
At this point, most of it is I grew up under the tutelage of my father, who was kind of a scam artist.
Human.
Am I right?
No, he was the elf. He liked to scam humans and get more out of them than what he thought he should.
Oh.
He always felt like they owed him. But in our travels of him being a merchant and a traveling merchant, I saw fighting and learned fighting, and then just wanted to get better. And traveled and found the Hermit of the South, who trained me in the ways of many different martial arts, and because of that, I decided
on an
that I
island?
wanted to. Yeah, he's down there on the south,
That is so cool.
the Southern Hermit.
Oh, I see him there.
Props to Kaz for actually looking at the map, using map stuff.
Yeah, no, that was the first thing I saw when I already had this in my head. I was like, cool, I'm gonna be a fucking weird martial arts samurai, and then you were like, hey, here's a Southern Hermit. I was like, perfect!
All right.
He made me sit outside his door for 100 days before he would train me.
100 days.
Oh, it's gold. All right. Great. So you're in an alley, and Candle squawks and moves forward.
Alright. I guess we follow the bird.
Follow.
Absolutely.
Great. Not what I thought I'd be doing today, but I'm down for it.
I end up following birds a lot. Comes with a job.
Stand
Par for
by,
the course.
stand by, stand by. You round a corner, and you see the rest of the alleyway. This is practice for me to do things like this. Feeling
Yes,
the map.
the fuck of horror.
And
Cool.
so you see the raven, crow. You see the crow flutter over to a fountain and rests on the fountain and starts to have a quick drink.
We are in an alleyway, right? Can I do a perception to see if there's any rats like hiding in gutters or looking at us from anywhere?
Sure, but stand by, Britt.
Sure.
I want to take a water drink with the crow.
Yep. You take a drink of water, and as
I'm gonna stand over here.
Ulna is looking around, trying to see if there's any rats. Firbie goes over to the fountain, following the raven. And as Firbie is taking a drink, you hear a guttural voice say, "Get out of alley!"
My head's underwater right now. I don't.
I kind of start darting my eyes around.
Stop moving, everybody. You are in
Alright.
place. You hear a guttural voice say, "Get out of alley!"
I just saw Kaz move.
And you see a
Your head is
very,
in a bowl.
very large humanoid wielding a great club jump out of this corner. He says, "Get out of alley!" and takes a swing at Firbie.
Whoa, not cool. Not cool.
He's taking a drink.
Can I rush him?
We are about to enter combat. The person takes a swing, and it is a 9 to hit on Firbie.
That does not hit to the Firbie.
So it clatters to the ground next to you. The great club. Get out of alley!
My head comes out of the water and says, "What is happening?"
Roll for initiative, everybody.
Steve, were you seeing this this thing where it says, or where it did say it was trying to add to the turn counter or something? I don't know if that helps trying to find out where to do the.
I know there is a turn counter somewhere, but I just haven't found it.
Okay, no worries. I just want to know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm on my fourth one today, and it's been an hour and a half of gameplay. I'm really not liking this.
Oh man.
Your head was underwater, right?
It is always. I guess I should have the lowest initiative for being underwater.
Figuratively and literally.
Oh, all right.
Is that like a
that's
health
it.
bar?
There it is. Got it. See the turn order
Oh.
now.
Oh, that
Cool.
Turn order. Order of turns.
doesn't
That's
seem
cool.
to have Brits in it though,
Oh yeah, it's missing a couple of us.
or Donron. Thanks, Majesty.
Big guy.
So let's see. Ulna.
Looks like
Oh, Firbie rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donron, can I?
Big guy got a 0.
Big guy got.
We're assuming he's a guy. I figured Majesty. It's just he's gonna add him manually right now for the sake of it, since we already rolled.
Mhm.
Ain't no thing.
Donron, what's your dex bonus?
Dex bonus.
It would be +2, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
What's your dex score?
2.
Plus
Or
two.
14.
14
and
is
then
plus
I guess
two,
it's
Uh, Roll a d20. Doran.
Dawn.
oh no.
Donron.
Oh no.
Daruna.
Just like a.
You just do like a slash roll, or just the dice roll you bring up.
You can do slash roll 1d20, or you can push.
It's, no space there.
Ooh.
So
Oh, no space.
1d20.
There's also a button in the top left that looks like a d20 that you hover over it. It brings up a dice grid.
All right.
If you just
Yeah,
click
let's just do that.
d20, it will roll 1. All right. Looks like you're first.
Oh yeah. Let's
Oh,
punch
yeah.
this kid's lights out.
And Britt. Oh, no. Britt's first. I didn't see that until now.
Oh, right.
Liberate.
Liberate.
So yes, a very, very large-looking big guy jumps out and says,
Mhm.
"Get out of alley!" and takes a clear swing at Firbie.
You have no patience for that.
Britt is up.
Oh, right. Oh, we're in combat mode now. So, I'm a monk, aren't I? Okay. Never
so
done that
basically,
before.
basically, tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what you need to do.
Right. Well, I don't want to kill this thing. I just want to like hurt it. So I just want to like hit it with my monk training.
Yep.
Whoa, okay.
So you can,
Unarmed.
you
I
can
would-
move up to him. So go ahead and move next to him. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 3 squares.
Oh, 3.
To get to him, it's only 3 squares. You can move diagonally, of course. So you're
right.
next to him now. And now
And
you
then-
can make an attack against him. So the way D&D works is you can make normal weapon attacks, and if you reduce a creature to 0 hit points, you can choose to leave it alive. So you don't actually have to worry about, oh, I should do unarmed. The only way that you would accidentally kill something is if you do enough damage to it to take it below 0 to the negative maximum hit point amount it has, which is pretty hard, all said and told. So, mechanically speaking, you can just attack with your regular weapon attack, and you won't have to worry about killing it.
Unless
Right.
someone has 2 shotgun attacks and you're on the floor.
So,
Jesus
if you want to
Christ.
attack, go ahead and roll an attack with just your weapon.
Right, with my monk unarmed.
Where's your sheet?
It's really the same. It's just bludgeoning versus slashing.
Oh, yeah, true. So, yes.
These look You look a little bit like Ronald McDonald from on top.
I know, right? Like, what am I wearing?
So go ahead and roll a monk unarmed strike.
The clown king of burgers.
I want to like tell him stop that like he's a child, and I just like slap him.
So
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
you rolled a 15, which will hit, and you do 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Stop that!
You unlock his chi. Do little pokes.
So, question: can you see his health bar right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to give you the exact number, but I like the ability. It's easier just to show you a health bar so you can kind of
Dark
see
Souls.
who's been
I
doing
like it.
damage. So you don't know the exact number, but you do know the bar. So Britt has moved and attacked. That's
Oh
Britt's
yeah,
turn.
let's go, bud. Let's get after it.
Doran.
Yes.
Larunya.
I'm gonna let's see. Oh, I have so many things. I'm gonna draw my sword and kind of charge him and take a swing at him.
So you can move up to 6 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will get you next to him if you do this. If
Yep.
you go, so you got to click the mouse pointer,
Mm,
and
cool.
you can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will get you there.
All right.
Now you're adjacent to him, and now you can make a weapon attack.
Sweet.
You just moved me.
Oh, sorry. Whoops.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my long sword here.
Oh, level 1. You're so fun.
Dude, this is dope. This is very I don't know. I like this a
role
lot.
playing. Yeah.
You rolled 2d8 for some reason.
I think I clicked it twice, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, it only showed up once on the thing. So 22 for 8 slashing damage is a big hit. Big hit. You take a slice into the big guy's ponderous gut.
Take that.
Reels back in pain. Ugh! It is his turn. Seeing you all rush at him, he's going to
Come at me.
take a
Come
swing.
at me.
He's going to attack. He's going to attack either Britt or Doran. 1 is Britt, 2 is Doran. 1 is Britt. Britt is going to get attacked using a great club. Ugh. 7 to hit on Britt. And is a
7 to hit.
big
Oh,
miss.
yeah, no, that's right, sir, Mister.
What is your armor class, just for my reference?
14.
14, yep. So he takes a swing and a miss with the big club. Ugh. Ugh.
You're big, but you're not very fast.
After the big guy is Ulna.
Bring him to his knees.
Like back off. Back off.
You rolled 2d6 as well for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I just clicked on the one-hand attack.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at it to see why it did that, but it says it's just 1d8 and then the +3 for whatever it is.
Well, the graphic is showing 2d6, but the actual roll is single. So, I don't know.
It's using the highest one. It's like advantage on the damage roll or something.
Oh, is it?
Oh, wait, do people still have advantage on?
I don't know if that was
I
a
never
thing,
had
though.
advantage on.
No, you didn't have advantage on the roll, but it seems to be
Well,
rolling.
advantage was on by default for the
Ooh.
regular rolls earlier.
Roll it again. We'll keep this attack, but roll it again just so I
Sure,
can
sure.
see if it happens. Yeah, it's still rolling 2d6. Why is that happening?
But you are right. It is taking just the higher roll.
Yeah, it's giving you advantage on those. Why is it doing that?
Damage plus star mod is what Majesty's saying. I don't know where that is
Star
found.
mod?
That's something we do on our sheets, or we do it? Is it a global setting?
Damn it. Hold on, let me see. If we click on it, click on the setting. Attack Attack, strength plus whatever, plus proficiency,
Yeah, 'cause,
range,
like,
magic bonus, crit range, damage 1d8 plus strength. Is it the strength maybe? Is that what the other dice is?
well, that's what it's supposed to be doing. But why is it rolling 2d6s with the auto damage?
Yeah. Hang on.
Dueling style.
It's critical. It's trying to roll critical, isn't it?
No, I mean I thought that, but you're not crit on either of those.
No,
Yeah.
but it's rolling for critical damage because it's adding a
Another
critical to it.
just
Because that's
in
what a
case.
critical is. You roll damage twice.
But no,
Well, what?
it's rolling damage with advantage because it's taking the higher
Oh.
of your 2 damage rolls.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I don't know why it's doing that.
We're learning, chat.
Yeah.
Well, I
We
mean,
could
as long
turn
as
off
it's
roll auto damage.
well, I mean, as long as it looks right in chat. I mean, that's what matters.
Yeah,
well,
but you're
yeah,
getting
you're
an
right.
advantage.
You're right.
You know,
You're
it's,
right.
Yeah.
You totes right.
I would say don't roll auto damage, and then we'll roll our own D damage.
All right. Takes a little bit longer, but I'll figure it out. for
Well,
next time.
I mean, if we turn off don't roll auto damage and then we click on our attack,
Then you have to,
will it-
then if you hit, then you can roll your damage afterwards.
Yeah, so there's your attack, and then just roll a. If you click
D6. Oh man.
on damage,
But then you got to
I
add.
gotta
your
add
shit.
it. Oh.
We'll figure it out. I mean, unless you want to deal it now, you know.
Figure as good as time as any.
Yeah, let's figure this. Let's figure it out. Yeah.
Global
Ow.
damage modifier?
Hey, it auto completes.
Just gonna type it into Google.
Oh, you know what? It is. It shows up on the Google for Roll20. It's a common issue with this thing. If you're using the 3D dice, it's going to roll what would be the crit die, just in case.
oh,
So it does use the right one. It's not actually advantage. It says, yeah, you'll stop seeing the crit die if you turn off the auto roll damage. Then you have to click on the weapon to do all the damage stuff.
or,
But yeah, or we just turn off the graphics.
yeah.
Oh, so it's just graphically representing the critical.
Yeah, you're just seeing
But
it.
still, I want to see. Roll another attack, Sam.
with
wanna
the auto roll on.
Yeah, I want to see if it ever takes the lower of the 2 numbers.
Yeah, that one did it. Right? He's got a 3.
Or yeah, 4, 5. Okay. As long as I know it's not always taking the.
Oh,
high-
gotcha. Yeah.
We just got unlucky with those first like 6 rolls
Yeah,
were
that
all
was
the higher number.
Cool. Okay, I'm cool with it. It shows correctly.
All right, we figured it out.
So I'm cool with it. So the first roll that you ever rolled was a 14 for 9 piercing. So
Yeah.
that is going to hit, and that is going to hit.
Yeah, Carl, thanks. Freaking Coral. Sam's character's over here rolling California corals on his armor.
Anything else, Ulna? You moved, you attacked. I don't think you have anything else at level 1. Right. You're all melee characters. This is great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Up close
It's
and
gonna be an
personal.
interesting
Yeah,
one.
we're a swarm.
Wait until I get
I
you.
got a crossbow. Just you wait.
So Ulna stabs out with her trident and stabs him. And as he gets stabbed, like he just got wailed on by 3 people. Boom, boom, boom. He gets so overwhelmed by your attack, he drops his great club and he starts crying. Why? Why do this to Cog? Cog only doing job.
What is
Sir, you swung a
happening?
great club at my head.
It's
What,
Firbie's turn.
sir? Why did you swing a great club at my head if you didn't intend to hurt us?
Ugh. Cog guarding alley. Hired to guard alley, let no one pass.
Oh god, that would be a crappy thing. Who hired you? Why would you just blindly attack travelers?
Voice hire, Cog.
A
Voice? Can you elaborate?
Voice. Cog hear voice, tell to guard alley, give bag of money. And he brings out a bag of money. And a Cog get note, Cog get money, Cog guard alley.
What do you think of this good candle?
Ah!
Is it Oh, you can't talk anymore, Candle? Okay,
Candle is on a
bye.
roof. Where did that thing come from? I didn't see it come out of the shadows when I was drinking water. I've never seen this thing before in my life. I don't trust anything bigger than you. You're already big enough. Anything that big is unnatural.
Where did you hear this voice? And also, what is your name? Oh, wait, I don't do names. Never mind.
Nope. Get the note.
Can I see the note?
Oh, this is
You
note.
have nothing to fear. As long as you don't cause us harm, we do not want to kill you.
This is note.
I take the note.
The note says, guard this alley. Kill anyone who comes through.
Where did you get this note from?
From voice.
Where, though?
Voice from shadow. Give note.
What shadow?
Give money.
Lead me to shadow, and there's a gold piece in it for you.
Does the note look similar to the note we found that Kendall led us to?
No, definitely different handwriting.
Hmm.
As you say, where is he? Where did you get this note? Cog looks around. He points that way. He points that way. Cog no remember.
Cog, you're useless. But be on your way. As long as you promise not to hurt anyone, here is a gold coin.
Oh. Cog, thanks you. But Cog not work for free. Cog give you for money. And he
What
pulls,
is? Oh, sorry. Go
he
ahead.
pulls out of his back pocket 4 scraps of paper. Here, you take.
I'll take
Thank
them.
you. I take them.
What is Cog? Just
He
by looking at him.
Is a half ogre.
He's a big guy. I want to inspect these papers, and I want to let Cog on his way.
The papers seem to be tickets to an event that is happening alongside the festival. It is called the Clockwork Carnival.
You had 4 tickets to the Clockwork Carnival.
Oh yes, Cog work there too. Cog
Were you
very
planning on taking your friends?
Cog very productive individual. Have many jobs.
Well, I think it's best you take no more jobs from the shadows.
I want to touch Cog and cure wounds.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Where the hell? Oh, under spells, yeah.
You'll be able to click it and 5 healing damage.
Healing damage. Nice. Ouch, and thank you.
So Cog is definitely some of his wounds close up. The punctures from the trident close up a little bit. He's looking.
Oh, let me pull this out real quick.
And he gets wide-eyed. And says, you very nice to Cog.
As long as there's no danger and you're not ruining the wilderness, the natural order of the world, you're a friend.
We are going to have to report you to the local guard for your actions and behaviors. So if you could let us, shit, I don't want to be the police.
You chose this path of your own free will.
You better repent. Okay, is all I'm saying. We don't want to have to do that.
But Cog only doing job. Cog
Please,
hired.
Cog, stop
Yes,
listening to
you
voices.
caused harm. You were trying to cause harm to another person, and that's not cool. Just go
next
back to working at the fair.
Just talk to the people in the alleyway. Don't attack them.
Ulna, roll either a persuasion or intimidation, whichever you feel is more appropriate for your tone.
Yeah, I'd like to persuade, and what I would like to do is get his weapon, basically. I'd like to persuade him to hand over his club. Fudge!
Cog need this tool as well as weapon.
He has to have a weapon to defend himself, but remember, defense only, Cog.
Okay, you
I would
nice
like
to
to-
Cog. I will defend.
You make a friend with a Firbolg, you're friends for life.
Firbolg.
You a friend. I am Cog.
I go for a high five.
Yeah.
Cog,
Cog,
know
you,
what a
you
high
have
five
open wounds, okay? You need to go deal with
is.
that.
Cog
okay?
does know what a high five is. He high fives you.
Woo! Roll for a high five.
You lack some skills in fighting, but I think you should stick to taking jobs from people and other creatures, and no longer take jobs from the shadows.
But okay.
Cog, perhaps
make
you found... Oh,
good
sorry,
point.
go ahead.
You make good point. Cog must
Cog-
see to believe.
Next time a
Yeah.
shadow talks to you, find us, and we're going to go ahead and look into it for you, okay? Keep you on
Candle-
the right path.
Candle is calling agitatedly. Can we please get moving away from this thing?
Be respectful, Candle, but yes, let's go. Cog, take care of yourself.
All
See you at
fighters
that
are to be
concert later.
respected, bird.
Who has the ticket?
I have the tickets
Alright, as long as someone has the tickets.
to the Festival of Fun. I heard Scorpion was playing later. It's going to be great.
So,
Wait,
Candle continues to lead you to the docks where Bruitwattle, the Oracle, resides. You make it to the docks. The docks of Covenant are, as you would expect, docks. It's quiet now that the day is over. There are no more ships coming in and out. The ferry has already made its 2 trips. There are a smattering of sailors who are having their own festival, i.e., drinking up a storm on the docks.
Wait a second. What was... I know it's kind of silly to sit and think about it now, but what was he protecting the alley for?
He said the shadows hired him to protect the shadows.
Okay.
I'm sure we're going to find out.
he didn't say that they said anything else, just that they gave him money and a note.
All I know is I'm writing a list now that is friends made in this world, and I've got Cog written down.
So you continue to the docks. You see
Yeah.
some sailors having their own parties. The Crow leads you over to the western edge of the docks, towards the end of a pier. There is a large kind of end of the pier storehouse where goods are kept, and Candle leads you to the back of the storehouse, where you see a halfling garbed in very, very dirty, very, very ragged, very, very smelly clothing, who it seems to be attempting to cook some scraps of crab's legs over a couple of candles.
Hey, Ulna, what's your feeling on crabs getting cooked up?
I often partake in eating crab meat. It's delicious, and it's not a bad choice.
Thank you, Persona. Dear
Maybe a little
Lord,
bit
thank
more-
you, Persona. Yes, so this halfling is obviously a hobo, a beggar, and she has an eye patch over one eye, and she looks up at the sound of you approaching, and she smiles, and she's missing a couple of teeth. Candle flutters down and caws at her. Ah! Hello, Bruitwattle. These are some tall folk who have questions for you. Bruitwattle stands up and says, "Oh, welcome, welcome. I am Bruitwattle, the all-seeing oracle. How may I help you this day? Night,
We can-
evening, twilight, ascendance of Mercury. Yes, of course."
We can get right to it. The balance has been tilted, unfortunately. It turns out the king of the Council of Crows has been taken, and we've been tasked with trying to recover him.
Dear, that sounds like a terrible portent. A terrible portent.
Can you
Indeed.
help us with your oracle skills? You've made a bird talk, and I'm impressed.
How can I help you? What can a lowly fortune teller like myself do for such glorious folk such as yourself? And she reaches out and she strokes the fur that Firbie is wearing. Such luxurious pelt.
Oh.
Indeed, it comes from the wilderness. I only take what is needed, and I protect
Off with
the rest.
Off with it, old bag. We will
You
offer
say
you
you-
coin.
You say you can fortune tell. Can you fortune tell us to where the King of Crows might be?
Oh, you wish to ask for a reading? Well then. She looks at Doran, since he just said, we will pay you coin. Yes. It takes a great deal of energy to read the portents, and coin always assists with the burden.
As it does.
Can we
One
give her
gold
some of the
piece.
screws that were in the bag?
Are you part of the Council of Crows, Brewwaddle?
She will definitely not take screws.
I am not a part of the Council of Crows, no, but the king did use me to bounce ideas off, tell of his woes, tell of his troubles. A confidant, if you will.
Yeah, so I'll hold up one gold piece as an offering.
Oh, a generous portent indeed. She reaches out for it.
Not yet.
Oh, snatched.
Results.
I cannot read the portents without something tangible to latch on to.
Right.
Oh,
Uh,
she that was a bluff. She failed horribly.
we haven't heard that one before, sister. Cough up the reading, please, and you will get paid.
Very well. Kaz bringing the street skills. So she actually lifts her eye patch, and you can see a darkened black eye that has several specks of light glowing in it, almost reflecting the night sky. And she looks up at the night sky with her oracle eye. And she says, the King of the Crows, 3 days hence, the King of the Crows came to me saying he was trying to establish a new type of peace between the vermin underworld of Covenant. Yes, he has gone to seek an alliance, an unheard of alliance, with the Curlord, leader of the Night Hounds. Seek the Night Hounds. For their alliance, the meeting was to happen in secret.
I'm buying it. That sounds good to me. Where are the Night Hounds?
Night Hounds. The Night Hounds make their lair. And she holds out her hand towards Dorn.
Continue.
Oh, the portents grow cloudy. The Night Hounds live in shadow, and I cannot tell where they make their lair.
Doran, don't be so stingy. Come on.
I've seen these tricks before.
She's got a freaking black starry eye of magic.
I put a coin in her hand.
What kind of coin?
A gold.
Oh! The Night Hounds make their lair behind the Marine Research Station. Go there now. They should be hanging out there right now, but they're a little bit testy with humans. So you should probably be cautious. You know, they have kind of an alpha mentality, so you don't wanna be like subservient, but you don't want to be rude. So yes, thank you very much.
I lean in close and I want to stare at her special eye.
Oh, she put it away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As soon as she got the gold, she put it away.
Yeah, seems like she knew it. One final question that isn't the need for divine magic. You've been in Congress with the Congress of Crows. Do you suspect any of them having ill will against their own king?
The king confided in me. The king has 2 advisors. One, Candle, whom of course you know. Candle puffs himself up. And the other, well, the other,
Cute ass.
her name you will have to divine for yourself. But she is the other who has the king's ear.
Panda
she
was
was
the,
that
this is the
angry
one
small
we
one.
met, right?
Candle
Yes,
is
Kendall's the one that's
the
with
one
us.
guiding you.
No, the other one. I mean, the one that we met. I said I wanted to ask Candle. Candle, that's the one we met. That was an angry bird.
Oh yes, that was the one who was interrupting my request for help.
I feel like we might be a little suspicious of her.
I'm quite suspicious of her.
I would like to ask Candle why he thinks the king would want to make a dealing or do dealings with the Night Hounds.
The king would most likely make a dealing with the Night Hounds because of the encroaching threat of the Rat Covenant. Too many raids they have made of late, much more than in the past. They are growing more and more brazen, and they are stealing our food, encroaching on our territory. It is getting to be too much for one clan to handle. An alliance with the... The word almost seems to get stuck in his throat. Curlord is unthinkable, but so is dealing with tall ones, is it not? And here we are. These are desperate times.
Are all 3 clans respecting the natural order of the wilderness and the surrounding areas in their war for power?
What did you just say?
I want to ask Pebble, Jesus, Candle, if the clans are respecting nature. I mean, I know they're having this little struggle for power, but it sounds like somehow the Rat Alliance is becoming more strong, and if they suspect them of something that is unnatural or vile, then I want to know.
Well, rats in general are vile and
Rats are
disgusting.
the natural part of the world. They're necessary.
The world is full of disgusting things, and rats are one of them. And to answer your question, they are all vermin, types of vermin, and scavengers living in the city. So technically speaking, no, this is not natural, because normally animals would be living in the wild, but these are rats and crows and dogs who are trying to eke out a living in the middle of a civilization.
Right.
Firbie's not happy.
All right. Let's make our way behind the... Where was this? The lighthouse? Or
The
The
Marine
Marine
Research
Research
Station.
Station.
Wait, before we go, can I brew it bottle? Is that it?
Yes.
Do you have any like broken jewelry or things like bits and bubbles that you need fixing or you're looking to offload?
Well, is this intended to be, are you trying to offer your service to her? Because she doesn't have any money.
She's
Right,
now got
no.
2 gold pieces. So she's
I
not-
never gave her a gold piece. You gave her
No.
a gold piece.
I would love to offer it as a service in exchange for a quick little read of my tea leaves.
Oh, you want her to read your fortune?
If she feels like it. Other
Sure. What does she have in her pack? She has a
I hear a hound.
she has some cheap scraps of like broken chains and some just discarded pieces of metal that aren't necessarily meant to be jewelry, but she has some weird metal scraps and some broken chains that have been found around town.
Britt, you don't have to make me a bracelet. It's okay.
So yes, she will definitely read your fortune in exchange for you making something out of these scraps.
Oh, great, I'd love to make something for her. She doesn't have to read. But, well, you don't have to do my fortune now, because maybe I'll have a chance to come back to you. But if I make something for you, will you?
Absolutely, my dear. Absolutely.
Great, maybe I'll even find a token from our night. It'll be a great memory for you.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much, my dear. So very nice, she says while glaring daggers at Doran.
All right. Well, then, here's my promise. I'll take this and make a treasure for you, and if I don't, then you don't have to do my fortune.
Oh, very well. That sounds like a perfect deal, dearie.
All right. There we go. I'm ready.
All right. You tell you anything else for Brewitt Waddle?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
fine.
done with her.
You take your leave from Brewitt Waddle.
Let's go, Kendall.
Candle guides you towards the Marine Research Station. As you get close, however, Candle says, I cannot stand the smell and the sight of dogs. It is that building over there, and he points with his beak. But I refuse to be in the audience of these curs.
Your king didn't seem to have that problem. Do you trust your king?
Yes, and now, what has happened to our king?
We
Exactly.
don't know that yet.
Fair point.
I
We
will
don't
take
know
my
if
leave.
It was the dogs.
I will take my leave and rejoin you later. Flap,
Don't
flap,
go
flap, flap,
far.
flap, flap, flap.
How do we find you? Core, get the bird. Cog.
All right.
So yeah, you see the darkened silhouette of the Marine Research Station.
With a research station. All right.
I walk up boldly.
Whoa.
In the back there, so the Marine Research Station has its main building, and then it has its storage lot in the back. And you can see the storage lot has a simple wooden fence kind of protecting it, but this town is not known for crime or anything, so it's not like super locked or anything. So you can easily gain entrance into the storage room.
Can I do like a perception or something for like to look for like paw prints or like scratch marks or?
Yes, you can definitely roll perception.
I would like to.
Oh,
Shoot.
Ugh. All right.
it's
I
a
don't see
bit
shit.
too dark. A bit too dark, and the ground is kind of hard packed around the research station, so there's not a whole lot in the way of tracks or anything.
Maybe, I mean, they are technically going to be a bunch of wild dogs. Maybe we should bring something like a peace offering, like some scraps of meat or some bones or something.
I think that's a great idea. Does anyone have like some doggy treats?
I don't know if they'd eat my rations.
Rations have
Jerky and stuff. Right?
jerky is included in rations because it's it lasts. It's meant to
Sure.
be preserved. So you have like hardtack and jerky and other salted something or other. So yeah, you do have some meat.
Well, I suggest that if we find this dogs, we should at least try to. I mean, I don't want to be attacked by some dogs.
At first, we talked to them like any creature of this world.
Well, it's kind of unusual to talk to animals in my experience. Is it unusual in this world?
Not for me. I talk to dogs all the time.
Well, but have them talk to you.
No, that was new. That was a bird. That was a new bird thing because
I
happen.
talk to sea creatures all the time, but they don't necessarily respond.
But if you understand, they understand me. I don't understand them.
Yes, I know. I'm an emissary of the sea after all.
All right, ladies, don't get yourselves in a twist.
I am a man, Firbolg.
Oh.
It's a figure of speech.
Was it not understood by the beard?
I've got one too.
Ulna definitely has a ration out, but yeah, I'm down to search around the back of the research, whatever the hell a marine research station is.
Oh.
It smells. Do we know what that entails, Steve? Like, what are they researching?
Roll a history check.
Whoa! I just reached for dice. That's not there. Maybe I do need die. 10.
Yeah. The small building next to the docks is the Worm's Head Marine Research Station. It's a scientific installation dedicated to studying the aquatic environment of the lake.
Oh.
They might
Why
know
did it-
about you, Triton.
Oh, never mind. I don't know. Never mind. Cool. Well, yeah. Let's go. Let's try to find these these night hounds. Is it nighttime?
Yes.
Okay.
You have until dawn to find the King of the Crows.
I
Until
don't have any
dawn?
problem walking up and asking the first.
I
hound
light
see.
a candle and I bring out my censer, and in my censer, I burn some incense and wander,
And offer a deep prayer to our travelers.
and yeah.
Oh, nice.
So you gain entrance into the storage yard, and
Okay, yeah.
you begin to light your censer and burn some incense, and you're looking around. As you are looking around, you hear a low growl.
Hello, hound. I'm assuming.
And across the yard from you, coming out from under a lobster cage that is on its side, you see a jet black hound. It is
Wow.
crouched low to the ground, and its ears are slightly back, and it is growling low.
I try to do the thing. You lower yourself and just be as less threatening as possible, and just say there's no need for fighting here.
I throw a scrap of jerky near to the jet black.
We are
beast.
inquiring about the King of Crows and his missing status. We just seek answers and questions, if you don't mind.
What's everybody's passive perception?
Not.
11.
No, I actually have 13. I'm a wise boy. I love wisdom. Oh,
I
14?
Damn.
Wise fighter.
wise boy.
Doran sees that the dog has a small roll of paper tied to its tail.
Another one.
Right, I don't want to just walk up and grab it.
Well, do we know
It's
that? I
fine.
mean, only Doran saw it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'll grab it. I'll fight a dog.
Well, no fighting, please. Unless we're given a reason.
So Doran approaches the dog,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks at you and begins growling louder.
Please,
Uh,
hound.
can I-
trust my friend? He's just trying to get the paper off of you.
Can I growl back?
Roll an intimidation
Nice.
check.
Where is it? Intimidation.
Ooh.
2 hung there for a while.
all right. I'm okay with the virtual dice right now. That's fun. So you growl back, and the dog looks slightly surprised. But as you growl, its ears pull forward as it hears you growl, and its eyes open a little wider, and then it stands up straighter. And keeping its eyes on you, it turns and it lowers its tail towards you.
All right. I will reach for the paper.
You
Wow,
take
darn.
the note off of its tail. You open up the note, and it says, "Walk or run, I never tire. Following, leading, or at your side. I love to play beside a fire, and in the darkness I hide. Who am I?"
Well, I got this one right off the bat.
Okay.
Please regale us.
Oh, so that would definitely be a shadow.
As you say the word shadow, the dog barks. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Yes, yes, yes. I am Shadow.
Oh, another one of these magic-speaking scrolls. Was this a gift from the Oracle as well?
Yes.
Wait.
You
You're
know-
a shadow?
Yes, this is Shadow.
First of all, can we take a moment to acknowledge the mad riddle skills that we just saw?
Yeah, right?
Like, I didn't have time to freaking blank. Okay,
You
that was
are
nuts.
trespassing on our territory.
I put down my quarterstaff and shield and say, we're not here for fighting. We are here for inquiry over a missing King of Crows, and the time is of the essence.
We do not deal with two legs. And as Shadow says that, a ring of dogs appears surrounding the yard, coming out of various crates and lobster traps and nets.
We
What?
heard there was meant to be an alliance between the two of you against the Rat Kingdom.
Alliance.
Did
What if
you
we all
see the
get on
King
our
of
hands and
Crows?
knees?
We'll leave immediately. Just want to know at all if you've seen the King of Crows. And
We did not see the King of Crows, and therein lies the insult. Supposed
Oh.
to meet and forge an alliance against the rats.
The king has been abducted and is currently missing, and it is disrupting the natural order of your guys' existence here.
We set a meeting to forge an alliance, and the king did not appear. Breaker of words.
Where is this meeting to take place?
We met in the old jail.
We are seeking the king, and if you can please hold off on your anger. If we can find him, we may be able to put an end to this entire war between the three of you.
Crows, untrustworthy.
The crows
They
are
say
up and
they think of others, but they only think of themselves. We deal with the rats upon the ground. The crows fly about in the air and take what's left after we suffer.
Hmm.
We'll be sure to tell the king once we rescue him of your grievances.
There needs to be no bloodshed today. Let's. I think we have a good clue. We can probably leave.
This matter to animals. We need no help from two legs.
No help.
Normally, I would be completely fine with that, but I am worried at the kidnapping of royalty of one of the three clans, and would like to at least look into it in case there's foul play.
None
Hold on,
of
Triton.
your
Not to get joke.
business.
I have a
Two
question
legs,
for the dog.
Untrustworthy as crows. Crows have two legs.
If you're so untrustworthy, why did
Rats
you
have-
hire the orc?
The dog cocks her head to the side. What?
The orc said a voice came from the shadows.
Confusing two legs. What orc? No orc in town. Sniff, sniff, sniff. I smell no orc. You lie as much as crows.
It was a half ogre. Psst. Doran, it was a half ogre.
You racist shit.
They're all big. They all look about the same.
We deal not with two legs. We would never ask any help from a two legs.
Guys, I think we should heed the warning of Shadow. They do seem serious. We should go and check out this jail.
The old jail.
Okay, I'm
Where-
down.
Final question, Shadow. Where can we find this old jail?
It's the old jail.
Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. I guess I know that. I know really good things about maps according to my features and traits. So yay! I grab my shield and staff, and I'm doing the slow back walk, and I'm encouraging everyone behind me to back up as well.
Stargamer with the bits. Hey, thanks, Stargamer.
All right. So
Fine.
Everyone,
We'll
let's
take
go.
our leave.
we back up slowly.
Yeah,
The
Okay.
circle of dogs that had encircled you parts and allows you to exit the story.
Good doggies. Good doggies.
Keep
Thank
to
you for
your
your
own two
cooperation.
legs. Leave the matters of animals in the
Okay.
paws of animals.
Look, don't go there, okay? You little bitch.
Whoa, hey, Triton.
She's not wrong. It's a female dog.
Fair. Okay. Yeah, no, slowly backing out.
Great. And we
Alright.
have to figure out where the jail is.
Well, with my insanely good mapping skills.
Or
I-
maybe is Candle with us still?
Candle is
No,
not with you.
Candle took off. Yeah.
Oh, Candle took off. All right. Oh, that's right. Right after Cog, Candle was like, I'm out.
I tried, but Candle pieced out.
So you know, just from your short time in town, that the jails, old jails, are behind the town hall.
Mhm.
Excellent memory for maps and geography. Always can recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around.
Let's do it.
All right, let's head there.
You
The
head
old
to
jail.
the excuse me. You head towards the old jail. Old jail. The old jail. You make it to the old jail. It is Dark behind the town hall. No business is going on at this hour. The festival is further down the way, and even that is winding down. You're getting to the wee hours of the morn. It's not that late. It's maybe a little bit after midnight. Not too late. And you make it to the old jail, and you can see that it looks like it's been unused for quite a while. It seems all but abandoned based on the current state of disrepair it's in. Again, Covenant not exactly known to be a crime-heavy town, plus, with the golden age in which the land finds itself, in general, it's a pretty good time. Pretty good time to be alive. So the old jail consists of a few buildings, and you enter into one of the buildings. The moonlight spills in, illuminating the old jail. It has several jail cells. Some doors are closed, some doors are open, and it has a guard station with a desk and a series of lockers.
Does that mean there's a new jail?
They are in a golden age, or we are in a golden age.
We've abolished imprisonment.
We just do beheadings.
This place has a very vintage, spooky feel to it.
I want to look for signs of, because the dogs were here at the very least. We don't know if the King of Crows ever showed up, but we know that the dogs did show up here. So, is there any signs of tracks or footprints or where they might have been sitting?
Roll a perception or investigation check.
Can I also do one?
Yes. Anybody who wants to look around can roll either perception or investigation.
Oh, right. I want to look around. We're all looking around. Oh, I get distracted with the bits of chain in my pocket from Druid Wall.
So
Not paying
let's see. Doran. Yeah, Doran. Oh wait, sorry. Yes, for Doran. Doran looks around, searching the place for clues. The clues that Doran finds is, as he's searching around, he sees stains on the ground, which, with his vast experience shedding blood and also causing others to shed blood, he knows that this is a spot of dried blood.
God.
There was a fight.
I thought they never met. I mean, Shadow didn't mention any fight.
Just because the dogs never met doesn't mean the crow didn't meet something.
You're right. What if he was kidnapped before the hounds got here?
Does it look like crow bits or does it look like dog bits in the blood area?
Since the blood is dried, Doran can tell that this happened at least a day ago, possibly two. In terms of bits, roll.
Any feathers around or anything?
Yeah.
Roll
a single feather is all we need.
Perception check.
Was it me or Durin?
I already rolled it.
Yeah. Doran gets, even though it's dark and very shadowy in the old jail, Doran manages to pick out a single.
I am a half elf. I can see in the dark a little bit.
A single feather that is disheveled. That's the word. A single disheveled feather that was hidden by the shadows of the dark jail cell, colored glossy black. But Doran, with his keen eyes, managed to find a single feather that looks disheveled. The feather was lying at the base of the lockers.
Can I open the lockers?
Well, there are 9 total lockers. Some of them are locked.
Incoming riddle.
Sorry, I'm going to say 8. 8 total lockers. Some of them are
8 lockers.
Locked.
Yeah, can we go through trying the ones, how many are not locked?
There are 3 that are locked and 2 that are not locked.
Oh, let's
Wait,
open them.
Wait. What about the other 3?
Sorry. Three are locked, and the rest are not.
Okay.
Okay.
Those ones are the mimics. Okay, he just gave it away.
So for just for ease, the lockers are 1 through 8. 4, 5, and 7 are locked.
Just quick loot, pop them all open, the ones that we can, and then we.
Well,
can
but yeah,
deal
the
with
ones that aren't locked, we're gonna rifle through.
Yep.
I'll take
Alright.
one.
I like a
4.
good snooping.
The lockers are empty except for number 6. Number 6 has a small sheathed dagger.
So nothing useful.
Can I inspect the dagger?
Yes. You
Investigation.
reach into the locker.
Oh.
Oops, my bad. Oh, that wasn't me. Okay, I thought I hit a button.
Describe to me your inspection of the dagger.
So I pick up the dagger. I start to inspect the sheath of it, the handle,
sheath-
the markings.
The sheath is plain, kind of beaten up leather, unremarkable.
Mhm.
The handle also wrapped in leather that is starting to fray with age. Looks to be simple steel guard and pommel.
Okay, all right. I will unsheath the dagger and
Roll a
inspect the blade.
constitute. No, I'm kidding. You
I
unsheath
was ready.
the
I was
dagger, and once again, you with your knowledge of weaponry, you see that this dagger happens to be a silvered dagger.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Okay.
Whoa.
silver me
Can
timbers.
oh wait, no, you're a monk. You're not like
Whoa,
a
sick dagger you got there.
you're not like a make things dwarf, are you?
I have a smithing kit, and I'm a jeweler. Come from a long line of dwarves. So I have
Is
an
there
idea.
anything you can kind of ascertain from the silver in this?
Can
Has
I
it been,
take a
has it
look
been
at it?
used?
All right. So, can I I would like to investigate the blade closer.
You investigate the blade closer. It appears to be an ordinary dagger that just has been silvered, i.e., coated in a silver coating.
So I think this is an ordinary dagger and seems to have a silver coating. It's not solid.
Well, silver coating is not, that means somebody was afraid of the evil beings to have
Right.
to silver a dagger. Vampires and werewolves and what's what.
Okay, I don't know of any rats or dogs or crows that would ever need a silver weapon to
Well-
fight them. Also, not to mention they wouldn't wield it because it's
But-
a dagger.
There's no blood on it either, so who knows?
Does
what
it look like it's been
part of-
chipped or used, or is it brand new? Or
It's not a new dagger.
Are there any dog
It's
teeth marks
relatively
in the
worn.
handle?
There are no teeth marks on the handle.
Can I try to pry open locker number 4 with my trident?
use the dagger?
You can attempt to do a strength. We'll do athletics to attempt to pry open locker number 4.
Here we go.
Yeah. Inside locker number 4, you find a old, forgotten potion of healing.
Oh my gosh.
You said 8 was locked. I want to go 8 for some reason.
7.
5 and
4,
7.
5, and 7.
Or 5 and 7. Okay, 7 then. I want to hit it with strength. I want to hit it with my club, my staff, my quarterstaff. Just do a straight strength, or what do you want?
You can do athletics. Yep. You
Oh god.
open up the locker.
Man, it's really hard to imagine medieval lockers not looking like freaking high school lockers.
Oh, yeah.
Completely in my mind, I'm seeing like a gym lockers with
Yeah.
Just the word locker is kind of evocative and
Yeah.
Inside that one you find roll a
Roll.
is.
Mhm.
Roll.
Oh.
Come on. Where are you? There it is.
Looking for loot lists. I always get pretty lucky on Steve's loot lists.
Feeling
Way
a bit
to, you know.
It's the hubris
What's
is
it
going to
called?
get to me
Yeah.
always. I know.
Roll a D100.
I always
Indeed.
get the best loot ever.
23.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You got bees in your mouth.
Foam letter B's.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so
Funny.
so you find nothing in the locker, but the actual
no.
lock itself, you
I'm terrified.
so the
This
lock
is
itself,
gonna get weird. Mhm.
as you use your strength to try and wrench open the locker, you actually discover that the lock looks like it's locked, but it's not actually locked right now. The lock itself is a lock of trickery. This lock appears to be an ordinary lock, and comes with a single key. The tumblers in this lock magically adjust to thwart burglars. Dex checks made to pick the lock have disadvantage.
Right, you got a fancy lock.
Oh, okay.
You could take it.
I'm definitely taking it. I mean, I'm also Googling it, but yeah.
I'm feeling pretty jealous that y'all are finding little trinkets. I'd like to try open locker 5.
Go for it. Roll athletics.
Right, I just do like a monk martial art kick and I just kick it, hoping it'll just bounce open.
Roll athletics.
Yep, looking for it there. There it is.
Your kick thunks ineffectively against the door of the locker.
Is
The lockers are really high.
is this an abandoned? This is an abandoned jail.
Yeah.
It's unused. It's not necessarily abandoned, but is definitely
Ulna's gonna
unused.
Ulna's gonna put the potion of healing back where she found it. She does not feel comfortable upon reflection looting, so she's gonna put it back in.
All right. I'm gonna. So wait. We opened 4 and 7.
There's one
And I
more
get-
that's locked.
Failed at
Jesus.
opening 5.
5 is the one that's all right. I'm gonna try to open 5.
Yeah. Doran, every time. Doran. And opens locker number 5. Doran, roll a D100.
D.
60.
Moradin was not on my side.
Of course, more than
Roll again. Roll again.
Another D100.
Yeah.
It was more bees.
back in the locker.
Roll again. I don't know if there's modifiers, but the max number is oh, there we go, 24. 21. 23, 22, 21.
Yeah,
Wow.
in the advanced dice roll, or you can do less than or greater than a certain number.
Oh boy. 21. We're really leaning in on this entertainer that we changed up. You find an instrument of illusions.
Ooh.
When you're playing this musical instrument, you can create harmless, illusory visual effects within a 5-foot radius centered on the instrument. If you're a bard, the radius increases. Sample visual effects include luminous musical notes, spectral dancer, butterflies, gently falling snow. They have neither substance nor sound, and they're obviously illusory. It stops when you stop playing. We're going to say it's a fife.
Okay. I'll take it.
1. Where's the fife? 2. Give me the fife.
What?
It's a Steve bit.
Oh.
I mean, do you guys plan on putting?
I want the 5.
You guys plan on finding the rightful owner of these items, or are you just gonna at some point in the
Seems they
future?
do not need them. They left them here in this old.
I'm I'm gonna look at Ulna and I'm gonna say we are now the rightful owners of these items.
Do you plan on returning this building back to the land that it was once taken from?
Well, I mean,
it's
I didn't build the
unnecessary.
building, is all I'm saying, and someone might come looking for the item.
I'm helping along.
Oh. All right,
Return to wilderness.
back to this goddamn bird.
This feather.
So we opened all the locked lockers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so that's done.
There's a
Dagger.
healing potion that Ulna very kindly put back in case anyone wants to grab it on the way out. But I'm a monk and I wouldn't do that. So just, wink wink.
Can I do a perception or investigation to see if
What
there's
do you
any more
want to do?
blood? I'd like to see if there's more if there's a blood trail.
Look, perception check.
Perception.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Blood.
I have my candle out.
You don't see a trail of blood, but you do, with your high perception roll now, see some sets of tracks that look
Tracks.
to be. Roll a nature check.
Sure.
I want in on this.
I found some tracks, guys. Hold on.
You find rat tracks.
Freaking rats.
Well, the king of crows disappeared. I think I recall 3 days ago, and if this blood looks to be about a day old or
You
2 days old,
Also
that's
find
amazing.
dog tracks.
Oh my gosh.
I want to see if the dog tracks seem newer than the rat tracks.
Roll a nature check.
I know it's probably not necessary. Good.
You can't tell which one is newer.
Do the tracks lead? I mean, can we follow them? Is it? I want to follow the rat tracks.
The old jail is very dusty inside, but the exterior is hard-packed earth, and so the tracks disappear outside of the building. They do exit the building, but the tracks you find inside are just jumbled around, kind of going every which way.
So, the smell of rat poop? Does it smell like rat poop in here? Like, could this be a layer of the rat covenant?
You do not smell that smell. I know exactly what you're
Okay.
talking about, but you do not smell that particular smell.
We
Okay.
were the only thing I think we didn't get like a location of the rats, but we were told they're under the sewers, they're under the city. I mean, we
Okay.
just go down and start looking. I mean, I think the only group to reach out to is the rats. Not reach out to, but they probably got the king.
Right. So
Well,
Either
yeah.
between them and the dogs, or the dogs lied.
I do trust Shadow though.
Okay.
I don't trust anything I haven't punched hard.
I think it's easier for the rats to.
I think
sneak up behind
Shadow
the
can be
cog.
trusted to look out for Shadow at this point.
Shadow did not know Cog. I trust that. And Shadow seemed to be, I mean, on the up and up, in my opinion. I say
I
we
don't
go
think we
under the
should rule
ground.
out. We found dog tracks in here and rat tracks. We found a crow's feather. We found some blood. We don't know the owner. I don't think we can rule anything out as a possibility at this point.
The
Let's
other
look for
option
the rats,
besides-
though.
The other side of
silver dagger.
We don't know if the silver dagger had anything to do with this.
That's true. That's true.
in my opinion, we have two options. We can ask the Oracle again of locations of the rats she might know, or we can head down. We only have the night before all
Oh
hell
yeah, we
breaks
didn't
loose.
ask her where the rats are, did we?
But we know that they are underground. I don't think it might be hard to find them.
There is a well in the town. Maybe if we go into the well, we'll find a waterway.
Does this city have like a sewer entrance?
The town of Covenant does have a sewer system. Being on an island in the middle of a lake, there is ample water flow for that type of thing.
Oh, they just do they treat it before it goes into the ocean?
All right, I say we go down into the sewers.
Well, they have a research facility. They're probably being sort of
Do we have
mindful.
a water treatment plant we can go to?
So it seems
Either
like
we go into the sewers or we go back to Brewitt Wattle.
I vote for sewers.
Did anybody pick up the feather?
I have the feather on me.
Okay, just checking.
Does the feather? For some reason in my brain I was assuming the Covenant King Crow was bigger than the rest of them. You know, like somehow more massive. But I realized that doesn't make any sense. You don't have to be bigger to be a king. But I was gonna ask if the feather was bigger, but I'm done with that. Never mind. I rescind.
So it seems like
Hey!
Star Gamer with the bits. It seems like you are deciding to go into the sewers.
I'm in for that.
All right.
Yes.
I guess so.
That will be where we pick it up on the next game because it's been 4 hours. So we're gonna call it here, which is good.
Cool,
good
because I got to
chunk.
pee.
Good place. Good place. Good game,
Far
Steve.
Out. I'm going to roll the end theme, but then let's have a quick moment afterwards just to talk about some logistical stuff.
Sure.
Cool. Let me make
Goodbye,
sure
everyone.
I'm actually playing it. Yes. Once again, the outro. My name is Steve. This is Curley, Kaz, Sam, Carissa. Playing Dynamite DnD, hyped up for Season 2. You have seen the origin stories of these characters, how they conquered the trial of the challenge course, and came together to undertake the quest to find the King of the Crows. Unlikely
King
alliance of heroes working together. We'll see you next time, probably in 2 weeks.
That does
we'll-
fall on 4th of July.
We'll let you know. We'll let you know what happens. I'll tweet it. I'll post it in the
I
Discord.
mean, it's also Corona time, so nothing else is happening.
And I will, if anybody wants to join the Patreon, once again, the Patreon is live once again. The Patreon will resume. Oh, plasma. The Patreon will resume this July 1st with the billing. So if any of you are currently subscribed, make sure to check your pledge so you're not surprised by that. All right.
I'm subscribed.
Here's the outro. We'll catch you next time, everybody.
Basically, glorified bird
Restart that media source. How do I restart it? Where is it? I don't know what I'm doing.
Not
I
gonna
haven't
have to do any editing whatsoever.
It's fine. I'm just gonna let this play out. Thanks, everybody.